Another great man in our midst, the Assistant Inspector General, AIG, Zone 2, comprising Lagos and Ogun State. Please, with a wonderful round of applause, can we welcome AIG Bode Adeleke? These are men you see sometimes once in a lifetime. For them to be here today is a wonderful thing. Sir, you're very welcome. God bless you for coming. I also want to welcome in our midst today a security strategist, somebody who knows what it means, representing or part of the representatives of one of our mentor institutions, the Access Bank. Please, Mr. Olalaye Sunday, rise for recognition. Thank you, sir. Also in our midst is another security specialist, also from Access Bank. He is in charge of the health, safety, security, and environment. Mr. Chuksma is in our midst. Please, sir, rise for recognition too. Thank you very much. I want us to make welcome wherever people are gathered and there is no traditional institution. My brother, you should look again and see whether you're supposed to be there. There is a royal father in our midst. The Bale, Apapa Eleko Oniru, High Chief Rufai Aruna. A wonderful round of applause for the High Chief. Thank you very much. I welcome every other person. We'll be taking your names as we move, and we will recognize each and everyone here at this time. Thank you very much. And at this time, it will be my pleasure to recognize the presence of our host. NASP is the host, but somebody's at the helm of affairs. And when we begin from somewhere. We begin from somewhere. So please, let us make welcome the president of National Association of Online Security News Publishers, Mr. Oki Sampson, for his welcome address. Mr. Oki Sampson, please. While he comes, while we wait for him, I would have thought that I'm a very wonderful singer. I wanted to start singing before another fish entered the auditorium. Thank you, sir. Like I said, there are great fishes in our midst today, and it's our pleasure to welcome them. There is a big masquerade I was waiting to welcome later. But, when they put but in three places, you know what it means. Ladies and gentlemen, before then, I want us to welcome the Sector Commander, Federal Road Safety Corps, the Sector Commander, Lagos State, actually, Federal Road Safety Corps, FRC, Mr. Olusegun Ogungbemidede. Sir, rise again, please, sir. Big masquerade, don't just rise and sit. Sir, rise again for recognition. Can we please give him a wonderful round of applause? Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I actually want to recognize him too. But, when you recognize bigger people, you wait for bigger people. I'm a very small person. I doubt if any of you can see me from there even. My head cannot even go beyond the podium. But then, nature has bestowed on me to do this wonderful bestowed on me this honor to do this. And so it is my pleasure to welcome at the 10th edition of Online Security News Publishers Association a wonderful gentleman, a great philanthropist, somebody you can call his name 2 times because of how important it is. I want us to welcome in our midst the board member. I call him Day. I'm supposed to say A, but don't mind me. The board member, Lagos State Security Trust Fund, and also CEO of major companies. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Dr. Ayo Oguso. Please, can we rise on our feet as we welcome Dr. Oguso too? I must add that Dr. Oguso is here with his amiable, wonderful, and beautiful wife. Can we just make that round of applause multiple? Thank you very much. Sir, you're very welcome. We don't take your presence here for granted. Thank you for coming, and may God bless you.
All right,
still, every one of us.
Of course, still appreciating our guest here. All right.
Okay, now, I believe Mr. President is right here now. A workaholic. That's why he has not been on the seat for a while. A wonderful workaholic. So at this time, I want to invite Mr. Samson Oki for his welcome speech.
All right, so while we wait for Mr. Samson Oki to come on stage, we also want to appreciate or recognize the presence of Mr. Ruben Morka, the Director of Public Affairs representing EVC NCC. Mr. Ruben, please can you rise for recognition? Please, a round of applause for him, please.
All right, make that round of applause louder because my president is here right now. Please give him a round of applause as well.
This is Uch. Thank you, Eric and Dayo. Let me just start. When I saw the AIG, I was like, wow, AIG is here. I remember one of the days we went to his office, and I'm trying to start in my own style. You know, it's we've been having AIGs in Lagos, Zone 2. You know, Zone 2 is a very special zone in the Nigerian Police Force and in the police security section. But Zone 2 is one zone that anyone that mount that zone as a command, as a person in the chat, you know, is always somebody that you know that must have been, you know, that is really do. So, but when I had the contact, of course, I've only known him, but when he arrived Lagos, and I think I had the privilege, I believe, through my boss and my chairman, to release that story. I think I was the one that first of all released that story on our platform to announce this arrival to Lagos. But the point is, AIG Zone 2, since its emergence, Zone 2 has, you know, there's this facelift that has been there for a long time with, you know, so it has changed the narrative of Zone 2. Each time we go there, maybe casually or officially, I always say, wow, this is Lagos, the zone. I mean, Zone 2 is supposed to be. I mean, we've been to some other states, but Zone 2 Lagos, so we're proud of you for what you're doing in Zone 2. We're proud of you for your gentleman style. Gone are those days you see policemen and even officers and, you know, but he's one person that believes in, you don't have to hold all these things to show that you're a police officer. He believes in technology. In fact, the day we spoke to him in his office, you know, I was just like, wow, this man is different, so different. So, sir, since you're my assumption to office in Lagos, and now that I mean, we're all commending Nigerian police more than ever before. I think also in line with the IG's reformative efforts in the Nigerian police force, we've seen that and gone to do this, you see an officer issues this and that. Sometime in January we said name and shame should be the way forward. But today we've seen that the IG, and that is what that same spirit is what the AIG is doing, is in terms of reforming, orientating officers, you know, seeing that the officer welfares are, you know, properly attend to, and officers are doing the right thing. So, but listen to him that day, I said, wow, this is so. But for me personally, I've just experienced, and it's been peace. Lagos Zone 2 and Ogun State have been enjoying peace. Thank you, sir, Zone 2, AIG, for all your effort. Thank you so much. And one funny thing, but today we'll know that maybe we'll try and we'll use our power as journalists to also maybe shift that a little. AIG just come to program. It was come to program. AIG will not want to speak for a long time, or just say, oh yeah, just say for the sake of the record and for media purpose. AIG just, what do you want me to say? That's the thing. And what do you want me to say? He dropped the mic. But very fantastic man. Very gentleman. Sir, we're proud of you. Sincerely, we're proud of you. We won't take it for granted. Thank you, sir, for coming and honoring us. We appreciate you, AIG, Adeleke. But they thank you this morning for honoring this conference, sir. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Okay, so in order, I believe my colleagues have actually done those, but I need to also honor some of our bosses that are here, people that have been helping us, supporting us, especially supporting the media, and some other officers that are here too. But like I said, my colleague have done those. But for me, this is a man, this is a father, this is a mentor, this is a role model, this is someone that I call God, a man after God's heart. His name, I don't want to go into all this, but we'll do that later on. But his name, just find him, just gentle name, just find him, Dr. Ayo Ogunson, the board member of Lagos State Security Trust Fund. He just wants to impart life. He just wants to add value. He just wants to see that things are done the right way. He said something that during the Alausa division, yes, he said that is concerned. That's man that has interest and passion for. I mean, we see a lot of people that are rich, very extremely rich people, but they have those. They have just bothered about themselves. The next person, the neighbor, either is eating or drinking, is not a business to him. But he said, for those officers on the road, his passion, his concern is after them. And he said, the day you want to do something that is not working against them, then you will see the. So, but he's just concerned about those officers. And the truth of the matter is, AIG is here. He's AIG, don't mind me. AIG, most time you see in the office, you see him in the meetings, but with, of course, and they are strategic officers, senior officers. But sometimes those we see every day are those officers on the road. But he has this, he said those men is interested after their welfare and their improvement. And since that day, I say, wow, this is a man that's really after God's heart. Sir, there's no how I can start and describe it, but I would just want to say you are a man after God's heart. And I want to thank Mommy, Dr. Mrs. Ogunson. Thank you, man, for all your support too. We appreciate you for what you're doing for the Nigerian security sector, both the government and the security session, and also for the community at large. Thank you, and thank you for all you're doing for us. We appreciate you, sir. Also want to thank my the sector commander for Lagos State. He's a man that is always his own statistics are always accurate. Anytime he gives statistics, his own statistics are accurate. So if you want statistics of issues, what have happened, he don't need to call, he don't need to tell you, press, hold on, let me get to the office. He will give you the information as it is, like a mobile office. Sector Commander CC Olusegun Ogunwemide, we thank you for what you're doing in Lagos. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming this morning. I know there's so many other officers. My general is here. Sir, I need to bow for you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That is I'm sure a lot of us know that, but that is the former Minister for External Affairs, Nigeria. He used to also be the Minister for Labor and Productivity, Nigeria. He was once the military governor for the whole Imo State. And I'm sure a few of us, maybe the elders and some of us are young boys here, who know what they call the Imo formula, And he used to be a senator, a very fantastic diplomatic lawmaker. And he also wanted, and he would have been a very good one for Nigeria. He wanted to be the Nigerian president. And when I read it about him, I said that he has almost his foot. So he said that he would have been a perfect bridge to be the president because of his leg in both the Yoruba, the Igbo, and the Hausa. General Ikenwachuku, we thank you for coming, sir, retired. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, sir. We really appreciate it. We saw you with Mr. President in Imo State just some few days or days ago. We thank you for supporting and thank you for being there and doing all that you could do for this country and to ensure that Nigeria is getting better and to ensure the future of this nation. Thank you so much for coming this morning. Okay, so I just want to welcome everybody this morning, distinguished SARS-MA, the AIG Zone 2, the board member Lagos Security Transfund, the Sector Commander General Ike Inwachuku this morning, retired, on behalf of my colleagues and the members of the National Association of Online Security News Publishers, for this year's edition of the our conference titled Crime Prevention and Intelligent Gathering, Institutionalizing Citizen Participation, Technology and the Way Forward. We intend to use this conference to address the enormous challenges of crime prevention and intelligent gathering, which our various security agencies are faced with. We also intend to use this conference to charge and encourage the Nigerian citizen, home abroad, and the international community to participate in this task of ensuring territorial integrity and the maintenance of peace and order for our dear nation, Nigeria. I affirm that it is only the atmosphere of security that prosperity can be engendered. If Nigeria is not safe, we cannot all succeed in our various endeavors, whether the media, business, ICT, art, sports, culture, among others. Let me also use this opportunity to talk about the 2023 general election. That is a big thing now. I'm sure if you see the front covers of newspapers every day, is always concerning the 2023. And this edition, this forthcoming general election is a bigger, is going to be a bigger one, looking at the various players in the ring for this 2020 election. So we also want to use the opportunity to, as journalists, as security news publishers, want to use this to talk about it, because like we said, it is important that politicians do their campaign with on issue base, not issue of attack. We have seen the last few weeks or few months, not even when the campaign has not even officially started, I believe later this month, but we have seen even on the social media, we have seen threats, people using the platform of the social media to threaten people's life, either because I belong to this party or either I belong to the party. And let me just use this digress. So I also share my experience. I was on one day, I need to jump into the commercial bus and head somewhere, and a particular fellow was talking about issue of who to support and not support. I just kept quiet, because anything in public space, most time I'm not just interested to just be arguing unnecessarily. I have my choice, I have my interest if I have to do that. But the man felt that out of everybody, I didn't make any comment. And even when we were getting to the last bus stop to come down, he tapped me in a way, like it wasn't a tap, like a hit. Alga, who be your candidate self? I just looked at him, I just smiled, and I wanted to go. He come and said, "What your candidate? What you are supporting?" I said, "Me, what do you want me? What do you want to say?" He said, "I know, I know, say that this person wants support this." I said, "Okay, even if I support, what's the problem?" Then the next thing, he hit me. That was personal experience. So the issue of threats and attacks should not be part of election. Election will come and go. Nigeria will remain, the government will continue. But I want to encourage, using this platform, to also encourage Nigerian citizens that election should not be based on violence. We can all campaign. We can also do. We can. In fact, fun enough, like the honorable minister, Mr. Fashola, said during a conference, a program he attended, that was also part of it. You don't have to derope your nation for you to win an election. You can win an election without even derobing your neighbor or your colleagues or your co-contestants or the nation. Nigeria is our country. These days, you see Nigerians traveling abroad, and you see that the way we have even been harassed because of these narrative stories that goes out about our country, because of social media's different reports, fake news, or just instigating, unnecessary report. And then the international community, the bigger world, are saying, is this how these people are? And once you hear this is Nigeria, they want to do extra check on you. That, oh, sure, are you sure this is not, one of them? So really, like I said, I want to say, like I said it out, please, the issue of 2023 is very important, and we should do our campaign. That is politicians. We should do our campaign on issue based, not on tearing down ideology. Democracy is a game of numbers. Yet God is the one who put people in office. Whoever wins should be magnanimous in victory, while those who lose should accept it in good faith. However, it is our solemn joint task to keep this country together in one piece. Let's reflect on the fact that no country on earth can absorb this 200 million strong population of Nigeria. We should not eat up the polity in the flurry of the moment. I particularly encourage our youth that while they use the social media in this electionary process, they should be very careful. They should know that there is something called digital footprints. You do not want to do You do not want to do in 2022, 2023 what you will regret in the next 5, 10, or 15 years to come. You do not want to do what your children will blame you for. The fathers have eaten the sour grapes, but the children's teeth are set on edge. Should not be fulfilled in our life. This is a charge to Nigerian youth because these are the larger population, and these are people that even a lot of this population are using to instigate this. So I can encourage us. There's what they call digital footprint. If you're not careful, what you are doing now can hurt you in the future. So let's watch it and let's be careful. Thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for this opportunity. Right. Sorry, why before I leave the stage, I understand that the CP, the Lagos Commissioner, the Commissioner for Police, CP Abiodun Labi, is coming in now. So is it? Okay, so we'll also be receiving the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State. That's the Mr. Peace of Lagos. Thank you once again, gentlemen.
Thank you very much, President of NASP. That's Mr. Samson Oki. Please, a round of applause for him. We appreciate your speech. And of course, we appreciate you and the association doing this and putting this conference together for us to find a lasting solution to the issue of security and insecurity in Nigeria. What I say on our program is security is a collective responsibility. It's not just for one person. It's not for government alone. We have individuals who are also major contributors to safety when we are talking about Nigeria and, of course, making it a better and a safe place for us all. So we appreciate the association coming up to do this and bring about the major players when it comes to security. Another round of applause for Mr. Samson Oki, please. All right, so while he was giving a speech, we have some of our dignitaries who also walked in. We don't want to overlook anyone because we appreciate you taking your time to be here with us this morning. We have Mr. Matthew Ibadan, Managing Director and CEO, Branson Security Service. Is he here? Can we just have a wave from you? Thank you very much. We appreciate you being here. Also, we have the representative of Sona Breweries, Mrs. Christy Kokoma. She walked in while the president was giving her speech. If you're anywhere, just a wave of hand, we would appreciate it. All right, I think she stepped out. Also, want to appreciate the Gulflower International High School, Day and Burden, for releasing their students to be here. Just away from every one of you at the back. Yes, thank you. Now, you know, when we talk about security, we can't leave it for our major players alone. Our children also have to be educated when it comes to security and safety. It's not just we, the adults. If they don't know how to get safe, if they don't know how to stay safe, then what are we doing? How are we creating a safe environment for our children? So we appreciate the management and, of course, the whole representative of the school, Gulflower International High School, for releasing their students to be here with us this morning. Thank you so much. So we just take a bit of an interlude, or do I have an information from my co-host before we proceed on to the next thing? Mr. Eric, can we make this snappy?
Thank you very much. At this time, we will be trying to set this stage on fire, and I know.
Yeah, we run you. Don't do that.
Okay, we will just bring down the roof. We will stage the stage on fire. Is that one too not good? Hey, just take cover. Thank you very much. And who are the ones to do this? The youth. Very, very energetic. Very wonderful. We have in our midst wonderful children. I'm tempted to say kids, but I don't like saying kids. It reminds me of my goat in the village. So I say wonderful children in our midst will be telling us a few things as regards what we are doing today. So it is my pleasure to welcome students from Gulflower International High School
as they make their
presentation.
Please, a round of applause to encourage
them.
them as they come on stage for their presentation.
Thereafter, we'll begin to hear the nitty-gritty of intelligence gathering and all the rest.
Good day, sirs, and good day, ma. Please permit me to stand on the already existing protocol. My name is Adeboyejo Omotorasi, and I am here alongside other students of the Gofla International School Day and Boarding. We are here to tell you all of the general fears of the state of insecurity in the nation. The issue of insecurity in the nation has become a thing of great concern to all well-meaning citizens, most of whom continue to wonder and ponder how the state has arrived at such a dastardly situation where most don't feel safe. The issue of insecurity, rather than abate, has escalated over the years, and we fear that it might get out of control. The issue of insecurity is so rampant that no zone in Nigeria can boldly say that they are free and safe from these insurgencies. In the northwestern states like Jigawa, Kano, and Kaduna, we hear that most of the nation's resources are being deployed by illegal miners who steal most of our resources. Earlier this year, it was stated that over 90% of the petroleum are stolen by illegal miners. This brings fear in the hearts of students and even other citizens. Also, in these states, we hear of ethno-religious killings where people get killed just to satisfy tribalism and religious differences. In the northeastern states, like Borno and Bauchi, the Boko Haram insurgency is yet to cease, alongside the incessant interference of the Islamic State of the West African province. The North Central is not exempted from all of this. As in the North Central, we hear of military attacks as security personnel who are meant to guard lives and properties are being victims of these insurgencies. Here in the South, we hear of kidnappings as it is now an avenue to make money because parents would want to release any amount of ransom in exchange for the lives of their dear children. Here in the South, we hear of separationist agitation and people cry for freedom outside the Federation. Freedom. People are saying Biafra. People are fighting and clamoring for Odua's people outside of the Federation Nigeria. In all of these insurgencies, what are our concerns as students? We fear that most people would be discouraged to pursue education as they would rather stay at home and be unlearned than risk their lives while gaining knowledge. We know we are the tomorrow. We, children, youths, are the future of this country. Instilling in us fears that will not make us pursue education is so disastrous to our nation's future. Also, most people would not want to invest in education, thereby reducing the potential schools that are meant to be formed to enlighten everyone. We know that an unlearned man is at risk. And then, if every child in the state is unlearned, we know that our future truly is at risk. It is also said that an idle mind is the devil's workshop, and we see idle teenagers everywhere. This makes them targets for terrorism recruitment, as terrorist organizations would happily welcome them into their group because they are idle. Also, there are various other causes, but I believe, as it is rightly said, that there is no smoke without fire. One of the reasons for these insurgencies is the low allocation of funds to the educational sector. I agree with the federal government that other sectors of the nation are very important, but the educational sector cannot be left out because leaving the youth out is leaving the future out. And just as my teacher says, if the best way to predict the future is to create it. So I implore you, my AIG sir, that we find solutions to this problem, lasting solutions that will ensure the future of our tomorrow, because we, the youngsters, are the future of this nation. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Another round of applause for them, please. They made a germane statement saying youths are the leaders of tomorrow. And of course, leaving the youths out is leaving the future out. And today we have everyone in the house, the youth, our security personnel, some of our political representatives, and of course, our friends from within and outside Nigeria for us to talk about the issues of security. And remember, our theme for this conference is crime prevention, intelligence gathering, institutionalizing citizens' participation, technology, and way forward. Every of those words listed today would be addressed today for us to have way forward when it comes to issue of security and safety. All right, for us to have our first presentation from our special guest, I'll be calling on Mr. Chuks Maha. Mr. Chuks is the Health, Safety, Security, and Environment. Is the Health, Safety, and Security and Environment for Access Bank Nigeria Limited. Our security, our money, our lives, all put together has to be discussed today. So with a round of applause, please let's welcome Mr. Chuks Maha as he make his presentation to us. He's our first speaker today, and he makes his way up the podium. Let's not get tired, please.
Please, as Mr. Chuk is making his way towards the podium, it's my wish to recognize Dr. Okai Anthony. Dr. Okai is representing the Assistant Director of Public Affairs, NIMASA. NIMASA is Nigeria Maritime Administration and Safety Agency. Could you please just rise for recognition? Thank you very much. And also in our midst is Mr. Debo Adeniran, is from the Center for Anti-Corruption and Open Leadership, CACO. Can you please rise for recognition? Thank you very much. So, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Mr. Ma from Access Bank, a security specialist, as he specializes in security. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's good back to the microphone. Unfortunately, in security, not everything about you is meant to be known by others. I've been a broadcaster for over 22 years, both on radio and television. And of course, many of you might be surprised. I might get to recognize the voice as I proceed. I dare say, like this old saying goes, once a soldier, always a soldier. So I would like to recognize the presence of General Ikewachukwu here present. My dear friend, the AIG Zone 2, Bode Adeleke, you're most welcome. The sector commander, and all other members of the security architecture in Lagos. Well, we always know that the business of security is not just anybody's business. It's not the business of Mr. President, the Inspector General of Police, the Director General of DSS, or the AIG here in Zone 2. It's meant to be everybody's business. We cannot fight the war against crime in this country or leave that as part of the headlong load on the police. We must all put our hands together to fight this war if we must win. But the truth is, most times we get carried away in comparison between Nigeria and other advanced countries like America in combating crime. We say, oh, the Americans are the best. They are better than us. No, the truth is the Nigerian police, I dare say, I'm not to their payroll, happen to be the best set of policemen anywhere in the world. Why do I say this? They resolve issues without any aid. I'm talking of aid, electronic aid, mechanical aid to aid them on the job. They just rely on common sense and the rest of the thing to solve the problem. So if they are given electronic aids and other things, they can do much, much better than we get. Like we say in politics, the police is a reflection of our society. But let's go to the business of the day. How do we go about preventing crime? The truth is, it's left to you and I. How? By observation. So today, I'm going to just talk on observation, note-taking, ONT, the power of the eyes, what we can do. But I'm going to start with an exercise. I want everybody here to take a deep breath in. Then let it out. Second time again, in, out. Then shut your eyes and open it. I'm not going to take anything from you. Just shut your eyes. Okay, officer said, man, shut your eyes now. Yeah. Then open it. Turn to your left now. Look at the person critically for 15 seconds. 15 seconds only. Having done that, look forward, then turn to your right. Look at the person there for 15 seconds. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to ask somebody now. Okay, in the center here. First, second row. Can you stand up, sir? Without turning left or right. The person to your left, a he or a she? Not my left, your left. Yes, a he or a she? A she. What is she wearing? What? Earrings? There's no way you would have seen the earrings, except to be proud. There is no way. And if you say you saw the earrings, AIG is going to take you for questioning. So the earrings are not visible. So what is she wearing, apart from the so-called earrings, which I myself standing here cannot see? Pardon? A black suit. Okay. What else again can you say if you were to describe her? It's just an exercise I'm just doing. Okay, while you're thinking, go say shit. Okay, while the person to your right. No, look at him. What color beret is he wearing? What color beret is he wearing? What color? The color of the beret. Blue. Now, please have a look. This is why we cannot resolve crime in Nigeria. You can sit down. Now, we are going to it. It's a practical exercise. Now, if you met a group of children playing on the streets in New York, where you're around Brooklyn, anywhere, and ask them, did you see a cab go past? They say, yeah, I saw a yellow and black cab. And they had about 3 or 4 occupants inside. One, I believe, is a black guy. And the way he was screaming inside the car, I believe, is a Nigerian. Only Nigerians make noise. Now, with that, has he or she, the little child, assisted the police? Thank you. Ask a Nigerian here, playing football around your Saloka here. You see a vehicle, you say, kilo coming. That's the first one. I look like police. What is the color of the vehicle that person? I have no idea. Now, is the person assisting the police or not? Thank you. So we're going to talk about that. I'm happy our youths are here, the children are here. So the topic is the power of observation and recognition. We've done the quick exercise which I wanted to do. Now, what are the things that are involved in this? Your eyes, ears, and nose. If you make good use of them, they will help in no small measure in crime prevention. Even if it doesn't prevent crime, it will also assist in crime investigation, tracking, and the ultimate napping of the culprits who've committed the crime. So we're going to talk about certain things that could be of use. While observing, please, hello, one house, please. We're talking about prevention of crime of Nigeria. While observing, make the best use of your eyes to watch and see. What are you looking out for? The person's eyes, if possible. What is the color of the eye pupil? The shape of the eye? Now, I can see we have some international persons here. I believe they're from China. Are you from China? Good. Looking at her eyes, her set of eyes, does it look like a regular African eye? Good. So when you're describing her, you must mention the eyes, because eyes also will differ. Am I communicating? The eyes, the color of the hair, texture of the hair, formation of the hair. If you say very long hair, you tell the police, well, I don't think that hair belongs to a lady. It might be one of those attachments, but this is the style that she was wearing. The ears, the shape and size of the ear. Some people have small ears, some people have big ears. The reason being, as you're describing to a security operative, irrespective of which agency, the person is trying to draw a sketch, either physically or imaginary in the person's head, in trying to form up a case, as it were seen. The size of the nose. Let me ask, the size of my nose, does it look African? African nose? No, African noses are not like this. Which one I did now? I thought I had jackpot. The lips, the formation of the lips, very, very important. The shape of the head. Some people have big oblong heads, some people have small heads, coconut heads. For the ladies, the size of the bust. Body weight is important. The height of the person. The foot size. Now, I'm going to tell you about foot size. Most criminals, hello, one house please, including those of you who are still in the business of security, when you're checking out for footsteps, footprints, which is when these little boys go and commit their crime, they jump the fence, they land. Now, because when you land on sand or anything that contains dust, you leave behind a set of prints, truffles. Now, you go down there and take a picture of the footprint. Most of these boys do not wear their correct sizes. He wears a size 9, he goes to buy a pair of maybe size 13 plimsolls, that's a canvas, the shoes. He wears them, he stacks them up with socks. So when he lands, you see the formation of the footprint. You think it's a size 13. Now, you expect a size 13 to be worn by a 6-footer, not so? But no, you go further for forensic testing. If you notice the footprint, most of the marks of the print will be concentrated on the front or at the back. The rest will just be very slight. It tells you the person's weight did not cover the entire shoe. It tells you the person's wearing an oversized shoe. Am I communicating? So you go on. Facial marks, if any, accent spoken. This is very, very critical. If I got a brother here from the south, from Akwa Ibom, and you ask the person to describe a yellow jacket, most likely you say, oh, the yellow jacket. Yeah, you say the accent changes because certain pronunciations of words. If you got somebody from Ibadan to pronounce my name, Chooks, he or she will say shoes. So you get it. So you can tell based on the accent to some large extent where the person is from. Now, body smell, some people have natural body odors, which are peculiar to them, and any other peculiar mannerism. This is a must note if you bought a cab, especially any of these so-called, I don't mention brand names, commercial, painted commercial vehicles. I don't want to mention names. Okay, I could. Uber, Bolt, and the rest of the like. Once you bought in such a vehicle, please, the first thing you do, have a critical look at the driver. It's very, very important, just in case anything happens to you. And at the end of the day, you still survive. You can describe the driver and any other occupants in the vehicle. It's very, very important. Well, additional descriptive analysis will come up as an eyewitness. I'm going to mention something here. Assuming a robbery takes place, back, 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 back. It goes on. Don't forget, you're going to use your ears to see if you can hear the sound of what's going on, the gunfire. And if you call 767, I'm happy there's a board member of the Security Trust Fund, and they answer you, which they usually do, or 112. He said, what's going on? They say robbery. How do you know it's a robbery? They are firing. Which question will be this one? Is this jam question or MBA? He said, then this person, to assist us, to allow us to understand the caliber of people we're going to send out, what kind of guns are they firing? Can you imagine that one? Then he said, from the sound of the gun, I think they're either door barrel pump action. If you go further to say, probably they use the GPMG. You know the GPMGs, general purpose machine gun, and RPG, AK, bazooka, and things like that. The guy will say, okay, how you know all these things? He said, okay, no problems. But the truth of the matter is that where an incident takes place, it's important for us to know as much as possible the kind of guns. If it's a robbery, you assist the police if you can. The direction of escape, if they went left or right, if they went this way, you see maybe they're trying to go out through Ekpe or Pejileki, or if that way, maybe they're trying to hit the mainland or anything of that such. And again, too, if you are a very good observant, you can see the type of car. Oh, they went to the Toyota vehicle. What kind of Toyota? There's so many brands of Toyota. They make Toyota model, a Camry. What kind of model of Camry? Is it a 1999 model, the one they call Pencil Light, or which one? Or the so-called Big Daddy, or the Muscle, or the latest ones? I don't know what names. You know, Nigerians are crazy. We give names of cars. Then the color and registration number, if noted. Many of us see things, but we don't feel concerned. The front number of the car, Ogun State, Abeokuta. Back number, Lagos. Thank God, the AIG so two. Those two areas are covered by the AIG here. What comes to mind readily? It means there's something suspicious about that vehicle. Probably a crime is about to take place. And because all of us here to report that thing, that you see the vehicle with carrying two different number plates which do not correspond, one in front and one behind. Now, the number of persons inside the vehicle and the description of occupants. If you can, the guy in front has an afro hair, I believe he's from Edo State. The one sitting in front next to him has a bald head. The way he spoke, I believe he's from Imo State. And things like that. By the time you've said all the entire descriptions, the kind of guns, place or mode of escape, description of the vehicle and all that, I know life for you, my brothers and sisters here present. The policeman who we are passing this information to will say, Oga, you seem to know too much. Please accompany me to the police station. You're my first suspect. Yes, the police will start from the known to the unknown. But wherever it is, we need to assist the police. That is the only way out. We need to break that phobia of the police. Like I said, I'm not on their payroll. And we need to break that phobia if we must go forward in beautifying this country of ours, Nigeria. So much is going on. Like I said earlier at the beginning, the war against crime cannot be fought and won by the police alone. We must all learn to give a helping hand to the police to help us. Now, I'm going to end this by saying something here. Crime prevention is a must-do. Crime fighting is another thing. You cannot fight crime if you're not trained to fight crime, but you can help to fight in terms of prevention. And if the crime has taken place, you can also assist in us tracking such criminals. Remember, if you dwell and live here in Lagos State, the number to call if you're under any form of threat is 767 and 112. Once again, I say good morning and you're welcome to this great function. And I believe all of us will leave here better than how we came. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ma. I didn't expect less. Can you please give me another round of applause, please? He is absolutely an engaging personality. I'm even surprised that he stopped before I asked him to stop. Thank you very much, sir. May God bless you. Still in the business of recognition, there are so many important people in this place today. We all are very, very important. I want to recognize my wonderful friends from Unity Bank. They have been very, very supportive. Mr. Matthew Obiazuko. Can you please rise for recognition, Mr. Matthew? Thank you very much. Mr. Matthew is here in company of another wonderful friend, Jonah Wakwaku. Jonah, please. I need you to rise because even when you rise, we can't see you, not talk of when you sit. Can you please give Jonah a wonderful clap of affirmation? Thank you very much. Also in our midst today is one of our great friends too, Barrister Michael Enyina. Barrister Master Enyina, can you please stand for recognition, Barrister Michael Enyina? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, 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 can we have some audience?
Please, and we need
Thank
less
you.
of the movement so that we can concentrate on what is going on around us, please.
You're
We
not
need
an
less
usher, you're not a
of the
photographer. Please
movement.
leave the aisle. Leave the aisle. Let the protocol officers handle everything. Thank you very much. I also want to recognize the presence of some of our friends from the Lagos State Computerized Vehicle Inspection Service. They are here to represent the organization and as well the DG or the boss, Prince Shegu Obayendo. Please, it is my pleasure to recognize Engineer Edward Labi, Mrs. Abike Awojobi, Engineer Lawale Olukode, Miss Mamuke Abi Abele, and Precious Ademoroti. Please, can you just write for recognition? Thank you very much. Our people from Lagos State Computerized Vehicle Inspection Service. Thank you for coming.
All right, still in recognition, we want to recognize management of LASWA. Just a wave of hand from where you're seated. Yes, thank you very much for taking our time to come. Also, we want to recognize Dr. Cynthia Gregg, Safety Signature MD. Dr. Cynthia Gregg, thank you very much, and of course, welcome.
I also want to recognize the presence of our friend representing Dangote Industries, Mr. Patrick Adaba Jr. Can you please stand for recognition? And it is my pleasure one more time. Honestly, NASP is really being respected today, and it makes me emotional. In our presence now, right now, is another super cop, the former commissioner of police of Lagos State. In fact, the immediate past commissioner of police, AIG, retired, Shegu Odumusu. Can you please give my guy a wonderful round of applause?
A round of applause for him. We appreciate you, sir, for
You're
taking
very
time
welcome,
to
sir.
come here.
Thank you for this wonderful honor. We won't take it for granted. Thank you.
All right, so just to set things on a very calm pace, we've had a speech from Mr. Maha, and then we talked about our theme, which is crime prevention and all that has to do with it. I'm bringing up Talk here just to give us a few, just few relaxation words, some jokes for us to just relax before we move into a panel session, which will be taking place in just a few minutes. But Talk will just give us some talks, as his name sounds.
Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for this beautiful lady right here. May for not cause quarrel, we'll still clap for the handsome young man. Because if you see who they call person short, in tall. Mona Luca, Organo Vex, eh? But that place where you sit down before they'll share food reach there, go to, can't take seat here. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to stand on existing protocol and I want to welcome all of you. Hi, you're welcome. Good to see you. Greeting you, my friend. Oh, okay. Good to see you. I saw you recently. 2 days ago. Were you not in the burial? You did attend burial? For real? You didn't know who died? Oh, you are just Oyinbo. You don't know what is happening in the Oyinbo world. All right, thank you. Good to see y'all. Good to see I just came back. Thank y'all. You know, when the queen died, the first call that who they fall. When queen died, the first person that called me was the present king. Who know the present king now? King Charlie. Last, don't lose hope. Anything you are doing in this life, keep working hard. One day go be one day. Who knows say Charlie go still become king? Amy, look, don't lose hope. At his age, he still became king. If he had lose hope, don't go put hand for one crime or the other. Road safety for when they find him up and down now. Because they mark in number plates. Police people now for when they find Charlie up and down. If to say don't commit crime, for don't come hide for somewhere for night, we for don't catch him. But today is a king. So don't lose hope. Ladies and gentlemen, I personally want to greet my Oga himself, AIG Odumosu. This man try. Muna clap for this man. He's still there in body. Oga, you too much. You retire, just go start private life. Your mates go retire, go join they'll go join Legion. Nigeria Legion. This Oga try. When he did commissioner of police Lagos State, only he go wear bulletproof. Stand for road. They wait and my ball. Face criminal. I know those students when they kidnap for Ekpe side. In enter creek. Oga, you sabi swim or you stay Port Harcourt before? That was his first challenge, his first assignment. Oga, you are a living witness, doctor. You are a living witness. That was his first assignment as the appointing commissioner. This Oga wear bulletproof, enter creek, inside the Ekpe, go rescue students. Please clap for him again. Oga, you try, oh. All this say where they hail you, so you know what it mean, oh. You go see me as your boy before you go. Oga, you know understand? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are coming, a lot of CPs are coming. Please, let's give him a round of applause, please. My boss himself. Sure. Thank you. Oga CP, see your chair for stage, oh. You're welcome, sir. Thank you. God bless you. Handsome man. Why too often I can't resemble like this? Oga Dumosu. Oga, why too often I can't resemble? Okay, una walk hand in hand, not leg in leg. I didn't you are footballers now. We say you walk leg in leg. Well done. You know, one thing I love Nigerian police for is that wherever there is police, you must feel their impact. You must feel their influence. They are so influential. Sure, ladies and gentlemen, if I don't recognize this Oga personally, boys figure hold me for road. Because they tell me to do frog jump. Sure, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you, sir. General Ike Nwachukwu. Sure, sir. Permission to stand at ease. Make it come down. Sheko Wale, sir. Thank you, Babami. I love these men. These are men. When the Nigerian police enter anywhere, you feel their impact. And women, oh God, men, no women, no women. Women don't forget things easily. Oga, wait till they do now. This madam, they record them. He go remind you one day. Say we were at that conference, we were pressing phone. He go remind you. Women are not look well. And you know, say women, marriage thing, they always like them. Where you propose, give woman matters a lot. So before you propose, if you are not yet married yet, look at environment before you propose. Me, I not look at environment before I propose, give my wife. I just discover anytime we quarrel, my wife go just enter room, go bring biro and paper, I go say right. I'll say right, we go say right undertaking. So that time I can't remember saying, oh, he blessing in front of police station now, propose, give my wife, oh. Jesus. If me and my wife just quarrel, go just enter room, go bring biro and paper, write undertaking. I go write, this will never happen again. Bah, she go keep am. I don't write undertaking like 3 5. Don't fool. Just Last week, me and my wife come quarrel. As we quarrel, papa. Now she go inside house, go bring paper. Me, I don't know, say she been undertaking. Give me biro. As I want start to write, I say, no, things have changed. I say, wait up. We say, don't write petition now. Now I say petition against you. He say petition against yourself. Now we date it today. So police, I like them. Anywhere then they can influence. Sure, this guy they laugh. Video I made them no say laugh for my joke. Okay, I recognize you. You too fine, oh. Now people like you go they advise criminals. Don't do that again. It's not good for your health. Go they tell criminals it was still not good for you. It will not make you look handsome. Don't you like the way I look? They advise criminal. No, but do most yeah, you know the advice criminal. If he catch you for crying, now tapo, don't they slap? Yeah, he not get time. When I know say when he enter here, just like they create road though. Where there is no way. Oga IG zone 2. Sure, sir. Permission to greet you too. Oh, now your friend. No wonder your Oga. Hey, you go see Nigerian police, you know, call them Oga. Where you come from? This Oga don't touch zone 2, zone 2 now. To go sell for zone 2, call the hungry people. If you enter zone 2, sell AC, everything, accommodation, comfortable. In the morning, they serve you bread and tea. In the afternoon, they serve you indomie. In the night, they flog you koboko. Oga zone 2, well done. We they hail you now. Oga still look up, greet me now. Now you are Oga, you're the press, but you know what today? Before this guy man go say he's my friend, I know. Honestly, I love him so much. I love the white. I always enjoy it. Please, before I continue, I want to give you all advice. If they serve anything here today, ask question before you start to the chop. I beg. Ask if not the one where this organization provide, especially ASU. They bring ASU enter here now, they serve. Ask, is it the one the association provide? Ask, at the shots now. Ask, ask, now Bini I go MC wedding. As at the MC wedding, come MC wedding, finish everywhere, pieces. I can't say me and my guys, make we sit down. Just enjoy the party too. Where we sit down, now there one guy come meet me, say, MC. I say, MC, you too funny. I say, thank you, MC. Asu. Me, I know, ask. I say, bring her now. Now the guy go bring Asu. Me and my guys, all of us sit down. We dey chop Asu. The guy go bring another round. We dey chop Asu. The guy go bring another set. We dey chop Asu. Me and my friend go say, these people spend money for this wedding. Oh. See, as we just dey chop Asu. The guy pack Asu come. After a while, I can't see the guy come stand near me. He can't stand. Me, I can't look at what would the chop don't finish. The guy, I can't bring more now. Now I say, Ghana, wait till they try to tell you since so. I say, wait here. He say, I don't say finish. I want to go. God. I say, so he say, Ghana, also I call this particular hustle. All that's where the church in for sale. I say, big boy MC may not come be like I say, I call they argue based on ordinary ASU price. Now I come ask her, okay, the ASU where they chop since how much? Now I say, oh God, the ASU on our chop since now 68,350. Now let me shout, waiting, I come here with chop. All right, now so if they bring food come today, ask, I beg, is it the one this association provide? Okay. Oh, I never greet you, ladies and gentlemen. The road safety men, the men who make sure there is no pothole on our roads, the men who make sure that the road is running smooth and steady, the men who make sure that you cannot commit crime and escape by road. Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for Oga himself, Road Safety Commission. Oga, I greet you. Now they try you. How now they pursue power bike for road? If power bike zoom past now, boom! Now na motor go fit cash am. Now in get road, so now go live for God. Only Nigeria, they go pursue criminal, pursue. They not say, I feel alone about mu. Police, they try. And they say, God go cash am and live and he will come. You know, I tell you the truth. I have a lot of experience with Nigerian police. Nigerian police, they are fantastic people. Honestly speaking, they are one of the best in the world. Like waiting Nigerian police, they take. Foreign police, not they take them. Have you committed crime in the UK before? Have you done that? Try it when next you go to UK. Okay, I don't meet you for UK. You don't look okay. Bless now that girl. Yeah, commit crime for UK. You go no say they are police. They're not the agree. I beg. Commit crime for here. Nigerian police will just go. Oh, okay. They'll just register your name. Next time, if they catch you, you are gone. Nigerian police are the best set of police officers in the world. All road safety corps. I agree to now. Bona clap for una sisi I hail una now. I hail una. Soldier people today, yeah.
Thank
Okay, make I hail you too, Abi. Because I never hail you.
Help me. Go sweet me well.
Make I hail you. May I not talk? If to say, if I all put this suit for us, oh no, people wear suit. See suit. When I see this guy suit now, which bank could I stand up for recognition? Let's give him a round of applause. When I see this suit now, which bank could I go remember? No, which bank? Now there your money, there, Abi. Now remember Zenith Bank. You understand? When I see the suit where this Oga wear now, which Oga come make they see you wear? You say, who talk union? Now there my pension there. Ladies and gentlemen, I remain my humble self. Talk. I'm still in the building. I'll see you again shortly. Thank you.
I will give you a wonderful round of applause, please. Thank you very much.
MC Talk, you don't try, eh?
You see, say I don't give the guy content. Oga, no matter how much they pay you, I get share. I give him content, no be so. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Loudmouth. Thank you for everything. The way you were admiring CP Alabi, I don't know whether you are the other side or... I don't say anything, oh. Did I say anything? Thank you. So it is my pleasure to welcome the Commissioner of Police of Lagos State. Of course, we know him already. We have heard about him, we have seen him, but we have not introduced him. Please, a round of applause for CP Abiodun Alabi. Mr. Peace. Mr. Peace. The man that gave crime fighting another strategy, the strategy of peace. You're welcome, sir.
And I like the way the former CP sat just beside the present one. It's like no passing of the baton to the next one. Yeah. And they look so good. Now, if you meet the former CP, you wouldn't even know, like, this man is just something. He's just seated, all calm, all smiling. But if you try nonsense, you go see what the
man where they wear bulletproof, go stand alone for road. You're on your own if you die.
Thank you so much, sir, for coming.
AIG Adumusu will recognize you, sir. God bless you, sir.
All right, so I still in continuation of our recognition before we move on to our panel session while we're trying to put that in place. We want to recognize Dr. Abdulrazak Balogun from NA0SNP. Dr. Abdulrazak, are you here? Just a wave of hand from you.
Dr. Abdulrazak is the CEO/Executive Secretary of Lagos State Security Trust Fund. Sir, you're very much welcome. Can you please rise for identification and the recognition? Yeah. God bless you, sir. Please, can somebody draw him closer to the front? I like you, sir. God bless you. I also want to welcome the former General Manager of Lagos State Transport Management Authority, the one you call LASTMA, Engineer Jide Ogunduyoye.
He will pardon you. Don't worry. He will pardon you. Please, a round of applause for him.
He's my wonderful friend. He has pardoned me before I made the mistake. Sir, you're very welcome.
All right, so I also want to recognize Pastor Abayomi, representing the GO of MFM, is somewhere here. Thank you very much.
Fire. Sir, you're very welcome. God bless you. I also want to welcome the presence of the Chief Executive Officer, RAC Foundation. He's also a House of Rep aspirant, Mr. Bolaji Ogumide.
A wave of hand. All right, so we also want to recognize His Royal Highness Ahmad Aruna, that's the Seriki of Alimosho.
Please, Dr. Abdulrazak, can you make your way forward? There's a seat in front for you.
Yes. We said it that it's a gathering of a lot of people here today, not just the security personnel, but we are bringing every stakeholder, everyone who is a Nigerian, and of course concerned with security and safety. We are all here together to have a discussion when it comes to security and safety. And so we're not really leaving out the religious bodies. We have the Christian represented, we have the Muslim represented, we have our army, we have road safety, we have name it, you just name it. We are all here together to make this a lasting solution that would be taken up and of course inculcated into our security and safety here in Nigeria. We'll go back to the days where Nigerians can sleep with our two eyes closed. Right now it's just one eye, red eye, one way or the other. But right now we want to go back to the days where we can sleep and of course ensure the security of our younger ones. That's why we have the students here to talk about security and safety all together. So we appreciate everyone. We'll be doing this in and out, just recognizing the presence of our guests, our delegates who are here to be part of this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dio. I also want to recognize the presence of Mr. Moka Ruben. Mr. Moka Ruben is representing with his team the Nigerian Communication Commission. Mr. Moka Ruben and team, can you please write for identification? Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that one will do. Please, I hope somebody has moved Dr. Abdurazak forward. Don't leave them behind. Thank you. Now, before I call more speakers, okay, thank you very much. We're going into the panel session proper before we get more speakers. Now, this is where we're going to have audience participation as well, because we're going to put together young men, young women who will be speaking to us directly about security based on the questions we will be throwing to them. And it won't take a long time. It's going to be a very wild session, and everybody is expected to be a participant. I need two of my male ushers. Please, can you come up? Two of my male ushers. They say whatever a man can do, a woman can do better. But no woman, if you carry this, you won't carry now. I call for a male usher and a female trouser come. All right, can I have two male ushers? While I introduce the gentlemen and the ladies that will be part of today's panel session. Now, when you call male no agree come. Now, woman, you go come. Now, woman go come. Okay, can I have female ushers to come forward and help lead this thing? The person of Mr. Matthew Ibadi, Dr. Cynthia Gregg, Mr. Michael Ayina, Mr. Debo Adeniro, Sisi Olusegun Ogungbemide, Engineer Jide Odinyoye. Please get ready for this wonderful session. Can you just get ready? I will call you one after another. No. You come this way. Oh, yeah. Back in it. It's okay. Did I call the name of the speaker? What's the name again? In your line. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can our wonderful panelists, good. Please, let's make welcome a very wonderful security expert, Mr. Matthew Ibadin. Mr. Matthew Ibadin, please give him a round of applause as he comes. As he comes, please let us welcome Dr. Cynthia Gregg. Mr. Michael Engineer, you're welcome, sir. Mr. Debo Adeniro, Commandant Olusegun Ogunbemide, Engineer Jide Odunyoye, happy new year now, and Engineer Edward Labi. Thank you, gentlemen. God bless you for joining us one more time. I thank you for coming. Commandant, I remain loyal, sir. The only uniform here. So on a day like this, we are talking crime prevention and intelligence gathering, institutionalizing citizen participation, technology, and of course, the way forward. What is the way forward? How do we even begin to talk about what intelligence gathering is all about? I want to begin this by positing a definitive question. And I'll ask Mr. Badin, sir, what is intelligence gathering?
Good afternoon. I think, first of all, the word intelligent. Rather, let me define it this way. They say crime is local. Crime is local. That means every crime committed, that means it is localized in a particular community. Therefore, intelligent gathering is all about you trying to formulate and translate those data that have to do with things that have to do with crime into reality. That is just the basic understanding and definition.
Okay, thank you very much. Please, when we talk about intelligent gathering, why do we have to put citizen participation inside it? I was trying to believe that intelligence is a case of those in uniform, the military, the paramilitary, and so on. What is the need of citizens being in participation? Commandant, sir.
Thank you very much. Actually, when my name was mentioned, I was actually expecting the AIG and the CP to be the one that would have been invited. But like we've generally agreed that issue of crime is everybody's business. And in whatever capacity you are, you have a role to play. And this is what we've been doing over the time. Anytime we talk about crime, I also want to relate to issue of traffic management. That we all have this impression that Because of the vast network, road network that we have in the nation, it's quite impossible for Federal Road Safety Corps as a corps to have all its men having route lining on all our road network. And how do we sustain this in creating sanity on our roads? We adopted the style of having volunteers to assist in this regard. That's what gave birth to the introduction of special marshals under Federal Road Safety Corps system. That where the regulars cannot operate, we know there is a body who will be able to fill in the gap and sustain other parts of the road network. The same thing dwells on the issue of security. There's no number of security personnel you can have in this nation that can assist in count the extent of crime. The vast nation that we have, the location, the timing means that even when we have all our security agencies looking on all corners of Nigeria today, it will be very, very difficult by virtue of training, by virtue of disposition. So it's very important that when it comes to intelligence gathering, just like the one of the MC mentioned when we are at the verge of introduction, relating it to what happens in the Western world, the strength of America today is not Pentagon. The strength of America is CIA, is FIB. And what is the strength of these two organizations? Is intelligence gathering, information. And can they do it on their own by virtue of their employment? No, it's not possible. It's the information they get from the citizen, the people that relate with people on daily basis. Those are the strengths that give power to the security that we are talking of today. So we need the citizen. We need the input. That's why the service a nation can give to its people is when we have our youth coming up. They are not well trained in the area of information gathering and intelligence gathering. That's why we have very weak security setup that we are experiencing today. And that's what prompted Federal Road Safety Corps to say, for us to get it better in future, let's start the rudiment of bringing our youth up, the one we call Road Safety Club today. I don't know in other agencies whether we have something in that relation. But what I know, I'm convinced about, is that no security agency can have it all without the support of the citizen. The citizen has a role to play. And how can they play this role when they are not tutored on the rudiment of getting it right? That's why in our curriculum, in schools now, it's very necessary for us to have a system where we teach our youth on how to gather intelligence from the citizen. If there's a crash on Nigerian roads today, Federal Road Safety Corps is not omnipotent or omnipresent. It takes the members of the public to be able to reach out to us. And what did we make available to them? We made a toll-free line, 122, available. What's the essence of this? That there must be communication. There must be interface between members of the society and FRSC. If not, let us have the best of all arsenal. Without information from the citizen, we can't get it right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Commandant.
Thank you very much.
The Commandant will never understand the reason why he's here. But you will know. Thank you, sir. Now, my job is to get the definitive part of this session. I'm going to introduce a strategist who will also posit the well-grounded, intelligent questions. Please, let's welcome one more time Mr. Maha. Mr. Maha, could you please come up?
A round of applause for Mr. Maha.
He's very far.
Yes, it's a bit far.
Thank you very much. Give him a round of applause.
Okay, so while we wait for Mr. Maha, I'm going to direct my question to the female on the panelist. You representing the citizens, what would make you see a reason to report an incident to the security personnel? What would be that thing that would make you go ahead to report or hold back the information you have? We're talking about citizens' participation here. What will prompt you as a citizen to either pass the information you have to the right security personnel or hold it back.
All right, good morning, everybody. Um, Permit me to respectfully rest on the existing protocol. My name is Cynthia Gregg. Like you said, I represent the citizens, yes, because we are of the private sector. I'm the MD of Safety Signatures Limited. You know, before I take your question, I would like to take the last part of the sector commander's approach to dealing with this topic. We cannot implore the citizens to dish out information when there is no legal framework. Now, responding to your question, a legal framework to first of all protect that citizen from being attacked, one, to manage the information that has been provided by that citizen. In the developed countries, is a norm that when you see your neighbor constituting a nuisance to anyone, you just do a video, make a picture, and then share, to the Metropolitan Police or any of the agencies. Now, nobody comes quizzing you to substantiate that information you have shared. That information is dealt with as information from the grapevine. But in a developing country like Nigeria, many times, any information you want to share to some of our government security forces or agencies, you would have to look at it again and ask yourself, are you ready to come out? Because your face will be required to defend the information you are supplying. We call it intelligence gathering, meaning covert operation. A covert operation does not require a face. A covert operation, we are talking about technology vis-a-vis the need for us to institutionalize citizen participation in crime prevention and intelligence gathering. Intelligence is a covert operation. It is not an overt operation. So why do we subject that citizen to defending an information the citizen has supplied for free? Now, what are the solutions? Why can this work? How will it work? One, like I said, the legal framework. Two, attaching a fee. Everything should look like business, really, yes. See, there are people who work from home. They work online. 247, they are available to supply information to you. Even today that it is not fully legalized today or formalized or institutionalized, there are some of us who still share this, grapevine information to people here and there. All right? But these are done by, just free will request. I mean, just what you love doing. And then you are required to come and defend it. And sometimes you are asked, what is your interest in this case? If it has to do with a woman, you are asked, is she dragging your husband with you? If it has to do with a man, you are asked, is he harassing you sexually? So there are so many funny questions that just limit the extent to which any citizen would want to share information. So now we are talking about institutionalizing. Is the government of the day ready to understand what this concept means? And now let it become a norm, a formal process of doing things. That when I take my phone is part of technology. When I share my info with you, my intel with you via the phone, that should be enough.
All right, thank you.
I shouldn't be subjected, to further scrutiny that could discourage me or expose my identity.
All right,
I think that's one of the ways we need to.
Yes,
thank you.
Well said. Thank you so much. Well said. So I'll hand over to Mr. Chuks Maha to take it from here.
Okay, thank you very much, Dio. The power of the microphone is beautiful. We are here in trying to forge ahead as a nation on what we can do to reduce crime, how we can go about its prevention. And I can see the big wigs of almost all the whole agencies here. Unfortunately, not on the table, on the high stand here, apart from the sector commander, road safety. But it doesn't matter. We'll take the microphone down to others who are here. And we need to respect not just the hierarchy of the various formations here, because we have people who are in-depth in it. Not too long ago, I saw the Deputy Commissioner of Police, State CID here, in person of Fayade. Okay, is he here present? Is he still around? So he too will also help us. Is he around? Okay, please, where is he? I know it's a mufti.
Just a wait for
Okay,
recognition.
beautiful. You're welcome, sir. So I know a guy is around, so but want to indulge and appeal that questions that may arise might not go to the top of the hierarchy. It might go to your subordinates. Please indulge them to answer. It's my appeal. I know we have to respect the protocol of the hierarchy, security architecture, but it doesn't matter. The sector commander answered something very well in comparison with Nigeria and America in particular. But I'm going to ask those because one thing is certain here. This cannot be done alone. We need a private sector security. I'm happy Doctor spoke a bit, but I'm going to throw the next question to you. You were smiling when I was coming in. Now, the question is this. Hello? Would you be ready to assist an alien policeman who is combating crime and has been shot? You're driving past. Will you be willing to carry him in your car, in the risk, to take him to the nearest police station? Yes or no, and why would you do it?
Well, the answer is yes, categorically. My background would also help with that. And I think what is missing, and a lot of people might have problems with it, is the word trust. You see, I trust the police personally in Nigeria and abroad. And I know that without the police, we can't have a nation. It's bottom line. It doesn't matter what negative vibes are coming from the press or against the police, whatever it is. As far as I'm concerned, without the police, we do not have a nation because people will naturally act like animals in the jungle where there's no law and there's no order. So when I see a policeman and I see anyone, even before I'm part of government or anything, I have risked my own car to block a driver that was disrespecting a policeman on Ikorodu Road. I was driving a beautiful SUV car, but my instinct was the disrespect to the police, and I would not walk away from it. Every time, people need to listen to this. You see, the policeman is a human being like your brother, like your uncle, like your daddy. Forget about the uniform. If he's being disrespected, assume it's your family member that is being disrespected. And every time you have an opportunity to protect the police, please do so because the day would come when the police needs to protect you and your family. And karma may not be on your side.
Thank you very much. Very, very good. We've been seeing in the news, online and the print, where we have had people from various security agencies that have been abusing their rights. Not too long ago, I saw one where the vehicle of the VIO, I think it is, was driving one way and was blocked. Who saw that? Was it Latsma? Okay. Then another one again, another one again was involved in an accident, also driving one way. Now, the question here is, at what point do we draw the line? I was in South Africa one time and I saw where the police arrested the police. And I asked the guy, my, will I use the word chauffeur or my host or whatever it is, who picked me up to take me out. And I said, how can the police be arresting the police? He said, no, in South Africa here, they have a different arm of the police that arrest police who break the law, especially traffic law, driving one way. And this is something that's a minute. I feel that shame here in Nigeria when you see policemen driving police vehicles for no reason, driving on one way, Third Mainland Bridge, and some other places. So the question is, sir, I'm going to ask, I'm taking the microphone downwards to the AIG Zone 2, to please tell us, when we see such things, what do we do as citizens? Can we use our citizens' arrest to arrest the vehicle? If we do, shall we be supported? And to such persons, what do we do about them? Thank you, sir.
Good morning. Good afternoon, everybody. I appreciate your question. Let me answer it this way. If a law enforcement agent is flying one way, how do you know the reason why it's flying one way?
This is a nice one.
Let me go on. Let me give you a very good example. You are coming to Lagos Island. At the tail of Third Mainland Bridge, there is a normal hold up in the morning. You can't drive through. There is a crime at the tail end of Third Mainland Bridge, Adele End. And people need to get there to rescue people. Or let's say there's an accident. A road safety officer is driving against one way to assist victims that are injured. Is it right for members of the public to block them and begin to ask them where they are going to? The most important thing is this: that law enforcement officer or agent must act responsibly. That is what we should demand of our law enforcement agents. If we are responsible, if we act responsibly, there are times you can justifiably fly one way. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's AIG. So our last more officials, you are here, you know. If I show I'm a security operative, I drive one way, there must be a reason. But good. Now we're going to go back again here. We're still talking about security prevention and all that, the state of insecurity. So I can see with the medals or lapel pins you have on your jackets, you're well exposed and you're vast. But forget about mine. Mine are borrowed, except the one on this other side here. Now, in your own quota in Nigeria, would you be ready to participate in any fora to boost security in this country? That is one. Two, would you demand to be paid? And three, what would be your limitations?
Thank you very much, Chooks. I enjoy your presentation on radios when I listen to you.
Okay.
And I'm still enjoying you here because you have been very, very laconic in the way you make your presentations. My name is Debo Adeno. I'm the chairman of the Center for Anti-Corruption and Open Leadership, CACOL. Your questions are almost the same. But first, I wanted to have a say in the first question. You know, when you make doing the right thing difficult, you make doing the wrong thing attractive. The reason why people commit crimes is what Doctor said here. If you don't have good legislation that protects the citizenry, they will break the law. And at times, the law enforcement agencies will be overwhelmed. It will happen the way SAP, the famous SAP riots of 1989 happened, and NSAS of 2020. So first and foremost, I have been volunteering at various levels. And that is why the policy of whistleblowers, worked to a very large extent and is still working. And the question of trust that somebody raised the other time made it difficult for the law enforcement agencies to enjoy the cooperation of the citizenry, because several occasions you disclose identities of those who volunteer information. But for some of us, we don't mind. As a matter of fact, we work to the relevant agencies. We give them information. We never ask for payment. As a matter of fact, we spend our own money, our own time, our own convenience to ensure that cases are reported. For example, I work in the area of anti-corruption. It is difficult to commit economic or financial crimes alone. Somebody must be there. A financial institution must be there. An assistant must be there. Somebody must carry the file. Somebody must obtain the signatures and all of that. All of these people are potential whistleblowers. If you treat them well, they will want to commit their all into supporting the agencies that needed their intelligence with a view to prosecuting, to gathering, enough evidence and witnesses to have diligent, due diligence investigation and adequate evidence in prosecuting the case when we get to court. So some of us have been doing it. We can continue to do it as long as the agencies will make the best use of such intelligence that are provided to them. But in some cases, they thwart it. And again, at the highest level, even when you get conviction, how do you encourage those who detected the case, investigated it, and prosecuted it, when you forgive, the criminal when he's supposed to serve maximum tenure of his time in jail?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's nobody from the judiciary here. Very, very good. We're going to go on, like I said, participatory. Please, if you have questions, you can always send them forward. Any question you think you may have. I do know one thing for certain. I refuse to jackpot. I love this country. When you travel abroad, you find that the police in those countries deal more with foreigners in those countries and exhibit it. The guy who took the laughter session was talking about UK, but let's go down UK in particular. I saw something on Instagram or something like that, where another little black boy, a 30-year-old boy, was harassed by the Metropolitan Police. Now, it's so peculiar, it's always to do with foreigners over there, blacks. But here in Nigeria, I hardly see a situation where a policeman or a security operative harasses a foreigner. It's not to say that all our foreigners are saints here in Nigeria, but I hardly see it. And if it's done, it is not publicized. So the question goes twofold. Is it that foreigners in Nigeria obey the law? Or is it that the security agencies shield them? But I'm not going to ask the DCP Manti that question here. I won't ask him that question for security reasons. However, I want to ask the audience that are here, when you see a foreigner commit a crime, what do you do? Like what was said about the Chinese guy, no direct relationship with anybody in Kano, that killed his Nigerian lover. I'm sure we all had that one. How that case is going to go, I do not know. But the truth of the matter, things happen and nothing is done. And yet all the time, our Nigerian brothers and sisters are deported back to Nigeria for one criminal offense or the other. It's just a question here. So I'm going to meet with you, sir. Why is it a question? Because I see it all the time. We Nigerians, we complain each time. The police does this to us, the police does that to us. Nobody tells the good part of the police story. It's always a negative story. Why is this the case from the standpoint of view of civilians?
Well, as long as I'm concerned, speaking from the legal perspective, when people complain about the police, you need to...
You can hear you. Yeah, take it nearer to you, please.
Okay. Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So when people complain about the police, I find it difficult to understand because their primary objective in the country is to... their primary objective in the country is to make sure that law is obeyed. And when you are talking about foreigners committing offense in Nigeria and they are not tried, I disagree with that. Because I'm aware, and every day I go to court from time to time and I see a lot of foreigners being tried. In fact, even yesterday I was in Alabo, I saw a lot of foreigners who were being prosecuted, and I'm aware some of them were being charged to court today. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that there's no preferential treatment being given to anybody. We have a law in this country. Our criminal administrative system provides that where anybody offends the law will take it first. But what happens is that most time in the society, you find it difficult that even the people in the society find it difficult to bring issue that concerns foreigners. They don't bring them before the law enforcement agencies. But I can assure you, once anybody is brought before a law enforcement agency and they investigate and find the person culpable, they charge the person to court. I don't think that in our country today that they have any preference for anybody. On daily basis, if you go to court, if you take a routine check now in the court, foreigners are being charged on daily basis.
Thank you very much for the clarity. Okay, I think you want to clarify something? Okay.
I just want to add that to what the gentleman has said. The agenda in the United Kingdom against people or foreign nationals is totally different from that of Nigeria. We do not discriminate in our country. All right? We do not have an agenda to kick white people, brown people, yellow people out. We just want people to behave. But there's another agenda abroad where to solidify the issue of infiltration of the black community or anyone that is non-white. You need to show the public, oh, they've committed this crime, this crime, this crime. Statistics show on ratio that there are more crimes committed by white people compared to the ratio of black people. So there's an agenda, and the police here do not have such negative agenda.
Oh, thank you very much. Like we said here, we're trying to create an expose as it is to open our eyes, our ears, to have a better understanding how crime prevention is being done within the country here in Nigeria. Like I say, if you have questions, you can send them to the front.
Or
Now,
just give it to, sorry, sir. Or just give it to the ushers close to you. They will pass it on to us.
yeah, in the course of our introduction here, I know we have people from various security agencies, but one thing is certain here in Nigeria is the issue of interdepartmental agency collaboration and support. At the upper echelon of the security agencies, all your guys at the top, they collaborate, they laugh, they drink, they eat together, they have discussions. But somewhere down the line, as it gets to the middle tier of these agencies, this thing tends to fizzle away. We don't see that collaboration any longer. You have a situation in this country of ours, you see people of different agencies in different uniforms having fights and things like that. We wonder why and what can be the way forward to resolving this. So, I'm not going to ask anybody in uniform on that too.
Thank you very
Yes,
much.
to get a neutral person.
That is a very vital question. As you all know, interagency in Nigeria, for example, we know that there is element of bottleneck in the sense that superiority is one of the greatest skill. But I must confess to you, within the present chief of defense staff, that is the General Rabo, and the chiefs and other agencies, you see a very strong collaboration among them. Even in Lagos State, I know vividly that the CP and other agencies, there is meeting every day. In fact, there is training among them. I must confess to you. And I believe what we need to do is to provide a solution. What do we do? Maybe there's a way we can form what we call an interagency academy, by which if you if you pass out in any of the academy, either police academy or Nigeria Defense Academy, you have to use 1 year for you to be able to understand within the academy of the law enforcement agency. So with that, there will be element of bonding within the junior officers. If you ask me from this, from the higher officers, they easily formulate and translate their intents of internal collaboration into reality, and they have mutual understanding among themselves. In Lagos State, I can tell you for free, that is being done, and I must give it to the Commissioner of Police.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, the last one I'm going to take because of press of time is that we spoke about the issue of combating crime. Most times, these criminals use vehicles. Someone mentioned power bikes and all that. And what can we do to track these people? There's an agency here in Lagos State here that has to do with the computerization of vehicles. Now, I do not know what relationship they have. Is it just a government thing, a white elephant, or are they actually in collaboration with the various security agencies? Do they have a database that can be on my foot here? The CP can just key into it to get a vehicle number plate, know who owns the vehicle, and how we can track it, where it's registered, and things like that. So the question here is that, sir, with this agency of yours, at the click of the button, can you get the kind of information? I remember once when I was schooling abroad in UK in particular, I went to the bingo and I came out, so about 6:30 in the evening, I forgot to put on my parking lights. So I was driving, the police stopped me. The first question I asked him, because he saw me, I was a young guy then, still schooling. He said, who owns this vehicle? I said, it's my car. The guy couldn't pronounce my full name, my full surname, not Chukwuka. He was a Chukwuka. I said, sorry, pronounce my name better. I'm not going to answer you. So he did. Just at the click of the button with his walkie-talkie, he could find out the registration number from Swansea that this vehicle was registered with my name, and I had all that. He asked me for my driver's license, which I showed him, and he asked me why I was driving without my parking lights. I said, well, you can see where I'm coming from. He wanted to use the breathalyzer on me. I said, I've not had any alcohol. So he was convinced, and he let me go. But now in Nigeria here, can the policeman, the road safety, LATSMA, any of the security agencies, with a touch of a button now with this agency of yours, get a full description of the owner of the vehicle in the event of a crime?
Thank you very much. My name is Edward Labi from Lagos Computerized Vehicle Inspection Service. Basically, we undertake vehicle inspection on behalf of the state government. what we call periodic technical inspection. The essence of this is to check your motor before roadworthiness is issued to you. With this age, we cannot overlook the fact that we need technology to do a lot of things. And to be very frank, criminals also use technology in committing crimes. I want to give a typical incident that happened recently where we got a call. Somebody was fined for offense on roadworthiness and then vehicle insurance. So he was charged for 40,000 naira. Each offense is 20,000. So he said, please, I got this message, but unfortunately the car has been stolen from me for a year now. So we have to invite the person, showed all document, and then the area the vehicle was captured because we have ANPR cameras around. And my colleague here, Engineer Famuide, also from the Vehicle Inspection Service, we work together. We are in partnership. We are the technical arms of the Vehicle Inspection Service. So we have to provide all this information, but of course, those information have to be related to the police to further carry out investigation because we knew the vicinity where the vehicle was captured and then the fine was issued to the document. Yes, at the click of a button, now you know VIO on the road. Do not do the aggressive enforcement because from my phone, I can check whether you have a valid document or not, and then you will now be flagged down, and then your offense will be shown to you.
So can we test it now?
Yes, we
Can we
can.
try?
Yes, you can give me your plate details.
No, I won't give you my details here. Before you tell me where the car is parked. Now, okay, sir. Go. Which round? I have a question. Okay. 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 Start from you then. The mic person.
Well, just my brother Shego would capitalize on this. I just want to say this is an opportunity. There's an unhealthy competition amongst agencies.
Rivalry, you mean?
Rivalry.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is unnecessary.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned.
But then that's because we don't sell ourselves to each other. All right. Now, the question I want you to ask is, does LASMA officer, do they have any right or opportunity to check a plate number on the road? FRSC, do they have such opportunity? And the police, so that when you see a yellow bus operator, just one, because we're talking about intelligence gathering, and you can see that this driver is on drugs, is driving like a lunatic, is going to cause loss of lives. Can you get that plate number and you guarantee that the same plate number related to that vehicle, the FRSC has it and the police have it? So that when the last officer says, well, I'm at this intersection, this person is whatever, the police in that area can decide, okay, that's the same one. If we are not there, we're still way back in terms of intelligence gathering. Way, way back.
Thank you very much. That's why I'm just smiling.
I can authoritatively say that we're almost there. Because I think a few years back, FRSA have been able to articulate all this information you are talking about under the National Vehicle Identification Scheme. At the press of the button, all the information pertaining to your vehicle will come out. That's why we've progressed from traditional means of enforcement to the one we call safe ride enforcement, where we don't need to run after any vehicle on the highway again. You'll notice that it has reduced because we have a very robust database. Let me give you an example. I was coming to the island a few months back with my official car. A man decided to go to drive recklessly, pushed me to another lane. And my driver was like, what's happening? What an affront, according to him. And he looked at us and he gave a smile as just to justify that it was done deliberately. I asked my boy to pick the number. I discharged the number to the appropriate quarters. And I had a full profile of that vehicle while still on Third Milan Bridge. I called the phone number on that profile and somebody picked. I said, are you the owner of this? He said, yes. That I hope there's no crash. He's carrying my imam, according to him, to the highland. I said, your driver just drove recklessly and he started cursing the driver. I know him for that. He's a useless man. While we're still on Third Milan Bridge, I saw one of the occupants of that vehicle received a call, and I saw a stereotype head of the driver just looking one way. He was being abused. And it's like, how did they get this information while still on Third Milan Bridge? As of 2020, FRSC was able to recover 480 vehicles stolen by virtue of this technology. Because when you want to re-register a stolen vehicle, at the point of registration with Motor Vehicle Administration, the profile will come out and will call the owner. This so vehicle is about to be registered. Are you the owner of? It's been stolen about 3 years ago. Please, under 24 hours, report here. The information is handed over to the police and other agencies, and the appropriate things are done. On daily basis, information on vehicles, either that has committed a crime under the police, under the civil defense, and other agencies, are dropped on the table to get the profile. So we are on, is a project in progress.
Thank you very much. Well, I was there during the lunch in Abuja with the former Corps Marshal. That was last year in Abuja on that. And I hope there's a collaboration between your agency and the Road Safety Agency in us fighting this war. We're going to take the last one.
We have two more here.
Another one again?
Two questions.
Let's see if we can put them together.
We have two for the police.
Okay.
This will be, I think,
How technology can, okay. Now, technology is coming up. That was a nice one. It's a continuation of this. But I'm going to ask a retired police officer this question. He's retired but not tired, so he can talk freely. Even the cameras are taking him in the person of AIG Odumosu. Do you think, sir, hello, sir, do you think presently technology can assist the police in combating crime? If yes, what kind of technology would you advise the police to use? I know you're not tired, but you're retired.
Thank you very much, and God bless Nigeria. The issue of security, the issue of combating crime in the country can never be done with physical any longer. We have started so many instances where technology has assisted in arresting culprits. So technology is the in thing now. And the type of technology that we need is the one that you have, so a long sustaining data capturing and data collection, so that we have that one to share with all the agencies. We know that there's no agency can do anything alone without others, just like without the members of the public. So technology is what you need now. And the Nigerian Police Force is forging ahead with this one seriously. And now you see so many crimes being committed, and the Nigerian Police Force are on top of and arresting all this. So technology is what we need. And we need one that can be shared with the members of the public, so being innate as well as the agencies. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The last question here will be addressed to CP Abiodun. Somebody sent in. Why do some people bribe? And the person is asking, what can be done about bribe and what is the punishment thereafter? So I'm going to ask CP Abiodun, sir, the issue of bribe. Can we have a microphone here, please? Sir? The issue of bribe in Nigeria. Now, your agency is the one that everybody sees openly on the road. Well, LATSMA is there, road safety is there, the civil defense corps are there, but your agency takes all the backlash. So why is it that, now, is it the giver or the taker? I do not know who I should start from. Because these days they say it's the taker that ask before the giver gives. Sometimes the giver, the populace, that induce your people about which one you did now, what's the thing? So the question is, why take bribe? I'm talking about the policemen. Not you, men under you, down below. And what can be done if this bribe is taken?
Thank you very much, sir. I think recently, when some of our officers who were trained in human rights and election security management were passed out, I think last week, I made it abundantly clear that you cannot take if somebody doesn't give. You see, we keep on accusing police officers of taking bribe. Why don't we accuse members of the public giving bribe? Because the penalty for the giver is the same for the penalty for the, the penalty for the receiver is the same penalty for the giver. Bribe taking and bribe giving is a very serious offense. So we always looking at it from the perspective of the police alone, but we are not looking at it from the perspective of the members of the public who are willing to part with money to buy their freedom. A lot of them commit crimes, and their belief is that with money, giving out their money, they can easily be forgiven by the police who are willing to, some of them who are willing to take, or some of them are not even willing to prosecute their cases. Please settle us. We don't want to go to court. Let us see how we can, appeal to you and forget about this case. So the crusade should be for members of the public to stop giving police money. You are the ones that are encouraging police to take. That's the truth. Yes, listen to me. And I mean it. I said it last time. I said, look, my office is very easy. I mean, it's very accessible. Other senior officers are very accessible. Nobody can force you to part with your money. Stop giving police bribe. I have said it for the often time. Even the members of the media have carried so many media, electronic and print media, that the CP said, stop giving police money. So it's not a matter of, police being accused of taking bribe. We should also accuse people who are willing, who are readily willing to give bribe. Why did you give bribe? Bail is free. We have said it, several fora. Administrative bail is free. What you only need is to give somebody who is somebody of substance to sign as a surety, and your brother or your sister will be released to you. If any IPO is saying no until you give him money, go and report him to his boss. He has a boss who's supervising him. There's a supervisor, So, but most of us are always willing. I'm very serious about what I'm saying here, and I want you to carry the message back to the members of the public. They should stop giving police bribe. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I could see smiles on people's faces. I had some murmuring down here. So I'm going to take this one here as we round it up now. Because the issue of bribe is a serious thing here in this country. I believe so. Not so? Yeah. Okay. Now, no. Just 2 minutes.
All right. Quite interesting, my CP. I'm one of your admirers. And while I agree with Bill on one part that both the giver is more liable than the receiver, I want us to understand the situations. Most times, the givers find themselves is not usually so pleasant when you find yourself in the circumstance. I speak as a citizen today. You know me very well. You know what I do for a living. But as a citizen today, there are so many conditions you are subjected to. One thing that is, ravaging many citizens today, those of us who ride cars here and there, is a law enforcement agent stopping you to argue with you that they cannot identify your plate number, the number on your plate number. Now you are bound to argue, defend, or show them this is 6, this is 7, this is 1. The problem is the authority that a policeman carries. The authority in the power of a law enforcement agent is huge. So it's your word against their word. Many times it doesn't come so easy to say, I am not going to give anything. You realize that the only way for you to forge or continue with your journey is to part something. Just to appease. It's like you are appeasing the gods. So what I'm saying, yes, let's face the reality, So my CP, sir, I'm a promoter of the Nigerian Police Force. And any day, any time when I have an opportunity to speak in any media or any fora, I speak and I stand for our law enforcement agents. But I want us to take it back home and look at ourselves and tell ourselves the reality of the day. We have brothers who are not in the force. We have sisters who are not in the force. Under what circumstances do we give out those money? Under what circumstances? Is it with smiles? Is it with happiness? It is almost a dehumanizing situation that makes us, any citizen, to, give such. Thank you.
Yeah, let me.
Thank you very much.
I would love to react to that.
Okay.
No. I would like to react to that.
Okay.
You see, Dr. Cynthia, I want you to be as much as possible to be objective. Don't let us sectionalize this matter. Most Nigerians are very lawless.
Yes.
Most Nigerians. And they believe in using money to buy their freedom. I'm telling you. So if they too can be circumspect by obeying laws,
by not, having any reason to have any problem with the policeman. They will not have any reason to start buying their freedom. And I'm still saying it. It takes two to tango. No, really. You are saying that you find yourself in the situation. Which situation? My telephone number is everywhere. The public relations police officers of the Lagos State Command for a telephone number is everywhere. If you have any issue with any policeman, people call me, repeatedly on daily basis, every second, complaining, and I will intervene. We have senior officers who will always intervene on behalf of any weak person who is seeing himself as, being oppressed by either by necessary authority by any police officer. So I don't believe that it depends on the situation you find yourself. Let us strive hard. Let us strive hard to do the right thing, obey the laws, and stop buying our freedom with bribe.
Okay, thank you very much. I could see the AIG zone 2 itching up, was rubbing his head on this, but we'll end it with him now. Please. Where's the microphone? I was watching you, sir. Please take the microphone to him. The CP has spoken. Let us end it up with the AIG zone 2 now. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Since you are ending up with me, the CP has spoken well, and I understand Madam's plight. I think what we need to do as a society is we should stop oppressing each other.
Thank you. That's the first one. Thank you. Give the AIG a round of applause. Yes. Stop the oppression.
Yes. For everything we do, we kind of do power show. I'm a big man. I'm above the law. I'm below the law. We just need to do the right thing.
You accepted something, sir. I am the law.
Huh?
I'm above the law. I'm below the law. Then I am the law.
That's the wrong idea we all have. Yeah. And that's why when we are not even around there, you see people being very law abiding. But when we are here, we think we can throw things around. Let us all be responsible, like I said. The police officer should be very, very responsible. Citizens should be very responsible, and we have a better place to live.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, can we give our panelists here a round of applause as they stand up to join the rest of us? Thank you very much.
Okay, before you go, please, cameraman, please, what the paparazzis? Can we just have a wonderful photo shoot of these men? Okay. Of course, join them. Okay.
So while the photo session is on, we're so sorry. We have lots of questions to be answered here, but we are really, really out of time. People have to go back to work, so we're sorry we can't take more of the questions. We sincerely apologize for it.
Thank you very much. The question should come down. Dayo is a lady as well. Thank you very much. Dayo is a lady too. Thank you very much.
Applause for our panelists as they go back to their seats, please.
Thank you. Now, like Dayo has said, there are questions still very much flowing, but please, we will text all these questions to these law enforcement agents and you will get your responses. Thank you very much. Please, we still have a lot of things to do. We have magazine to launch. We have awards to be given. So in the next couple of minutes, everybody will be out of here. So let us conduct ourselves with decorum. Now, while the networking is going on and while we are setting the stage for everything, I want to recognize the presence of His Royal Majesty Igwe Kelvin, the Oputo Bie of Idato in Imo State. Can you just give a wave so that we recognize you, Igwe Kelvin? Igwe Kelvin, yes, His Royal Majesty. Thank you very much. I also have the honor of introducing Mr. Ashok Manganani. He's representing the chairman, Sona Group of Industries. Mr. Ashok, thank you very much. God bless you, sir. Please, Dr. Abdulrazak, your presence is highly needed. Your presence is highly needed up here. Yes, we are about to unveil the magazine. We're about to unveil the magazine.
Okay. Why the networking is actually going? Let's just do this to save the time of
Please, NSC Eweka, we recognize you too. Welcome.
Commandant Civil Defense Lagos. All right. So let's just take it. We're going to do the award presentation shortly, but before then, we want to the association, that's National Association of Online Security News Publishers. Earlier this year, sometime in June, we had a workshop for journalists, for all media practitioners, and in that gathering, about 125 persons, media persons, attended that capacity building workshop. And so during that workshop, for us as an association, we actually was able to come up with a publication called a hard copy publication on behalf of that the organization called NA0SNP Lens. That was our first attempt, and just to see how we could go. And so, but in a more advanced way, we have also actually come up with another edition, the second edition in this year too. So, rest of it now, we want us to unveil this to the public, and trust me, it's actually a magazine that is, yes, loaded. It's a 94 page, all colored and special.
Please give a round of applause for NA0SNP.
94 page. Okay, so in no particular order, we'll just invite some of our guests and personalities to help us do the unveiling officially. So just after let Igwe. Okay. All right. So in no particular order, I just want to invite the AIG Zone 2 to help us in this unveiling, but to be chaired by our own chairman, our own boss, our own mentor, our own boss, Dr. Ayogunson will be the chairman for this launching, but will be led by AIG Zone 2, AIG Adeleke. AIG, please, we'll need you to help us do the unveiling of this magazine to the public. Please, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, sir. Please, sir. Come here, office, please. Okay, so we would like to invite Dr. Ayogunson and Madam Mommy Dr. Ayogunson. Please to come up, please. Thank you.
Whatever God has joined together.
We also want to invite
Mrs. Come up, please. Thank you, ma.
CP Abiodun Alabi to please join us, sir. AIG
Mr. Peace
Olusegun Odumosu, retired but not tired. So please join us, sir. Mr. Swagger. We want to also invite the Commandant Civil Defense Lagos, please to join us. We want to invite the FRIC Lagos Center Commander, CC Ogungwe, to join us, please. We'd like to invite our own general, Major General, yes, Inke Wachuku, retired. Thank you, sir, General. We appreciate you always and for this. We want to invite Mr. Michael Ina, foremost lawyer of repute. Mr. Michael, please, we'd like you to want to invite His Royal Highness, His Excellency Igwe Kevin, please to join us. Igwe Kevin, to please join us, please. We want to invite Engineer Jide Odujoye to join us, please. Yes. We want to invite the representative of LASWA to join us, please.
Lagos Waterways.
Yes. I'm trying to see our guys here. Okay, we want to invite the representative of Sona Group of Industries to join us, please. Then my chairman is here, Mr. Matthew Badin. I can't find him. I'm trying to look at him. Is there?
Mr. Matthew, he's here. He's here.
Yes, please. Let's put this. Can you put this aside too? Yes, let me put this aside. The GM of, I understand the GM of Trace is here too. Is he here? The GM of, okay, Prince, the Prince. The Prince is here. Oh, Nigeria choice and highly desired broadcaster and senior chairman in the Nigerian industry, media industry, Mr. Babajide Otitoju is here. Please, can we just celebrate this great man?
Please give me a round of applause,
Babajide
please.
is here. BKO is here. Please, we would like BKO to come on stage, please. BKO, please, we need you on stage.
Mr. Otitoju, please, come up, come up. Mr. Otitoju, please, come up.
Don't worry, it's NA0SNP. It's NA0SNP that is only NA0SNP that can put this kind of weight. No other. NA0SNP. Let's have Mr. Babajide, please. Yes, Oga is back. Mr. Dr. Abrazak Balogun, the MD, the CEO of Lagos Security Trust. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Don't worry. Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, while the AIG is going to be unveiling, no, hello. Sorry. Sorry. All right. Yeah. AIG. No, don't give him scissors to do this now. You is AIG scissors. No, not be Taylor. Hey, wait, bring gun and bullets. Make it unveil. Police they use scissors. Where is he a Taylor? Bring gun and bullets. Unveiling. Pwah! 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 Who gun made the shoot now? Which gun they sound like that again? And Nigeria with it now. If not American, I hear ta 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 ta. Ladies and gentlemen, unveiling now spin lanes. The AIG Zone 2.
So let me just on behalf of AIG to pass it around to everyone.
Okay, let everyone have it before AIG start to shoot. This AIG too fine. I never see AIG where fine like him. And I saw it gentle. Thank you. Take one and pass to your neighbor. Don't take two, please. One and pass. Oga Kayode. I beg, give Oga Kayode. Before. Shansa. May I come out? Oga Kayode, have you gotten yours? I'm particular about that. All right.
To the glory of God, it's a pleasure to unveil the second edition of the Now Spin Length magazine. And let me confess, for everything that has to do with security, we try as much as possible to contribute. We might not be big contributors, but I'm going to reach the association for what is going to be my widow's mite. Thank you.
Round of applause, please.
And at the same time, not to be alone, I'll encourage people that are here on the stage to support me in launching the book. Let me start from.
So I will support my AIG with a sum of 100,000 naira.
Oh! Round of applause, please.
Okay, we from Country Hill Attorneys will support the launching of this book with a sum of 250,000 naira.
Jesus!
Please, a round of applause, not Jesus. A round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you very much. In line with the piece said by the AIG, we'll get in touch with Mr. Oki accordingly.
Another round of applause. In touch means a lot of money. Another round of applause, please.
I'm going to follow the footsteps of the AIG. And before I leave, I will give you my own contribution.
Oh, another round of applause, please.
Make una clap now.
Good morning, gentlemen. And I'm from Sona Group of Industries. And we have a part of the group. And my media team will contact you very shortly. I assure you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm going to.
Namaste. Thank you, uncle. Thank you, uncle.
I'll let you.
Thank you, uncle.
Why are you trying to jump me? No, Egula from where? See Egula here. My AIG is there. Well, I'm aligning with my AIG's position, and Oki knows I'm a very good friend of this media organization. So when he sees me in my office, he knows what I can do. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oga, which office? Because you don't come off for a casual, you know, a new office. You still there, Ikeja? You know a new office? God, do most my papa. No, I'm
Once a soldier, always a soldier.
a soldier.
So I'm still a police officer.
Wow.
So the publisher knows me. He has my particulars. Just send your account number to my number.
Okay.
I'll get the alert very soon.
Oh,
Thank you, sir.
I love
Thank
my
you very
daddy.
much. In line with the AIG, but ours is talk and do. And we support the president with 50,000 cash right now.
Oh,
Thank you,
NSCDC. Sure.
I will support my brother, the AIG, with the sum of 100,000.
Oh, cha 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 cha. Igbo kwenu.
Anakuwa keba.
Well, I would do the same. I would send my support to whichever account you would send to me later.
Wow. Sure.
Thank you, General.
Ahua.
Everyone knows that we journalists only have mouths. We only have mouths. We only have mouths. We don't have money. Especially those of us who are paid to talk. So, you have the police men are refusing to announce their donations. And you know I'm a civilian policeman. I'm a civilian general. So I will align with my
AIG.
former CP, AIG, Odumosu, who has refused to publicly announce his donation. I will also keep my own to my chest. But if you don't get it within 24 hours, you can announce to the whole world that I lied. Thank you.
God bless you, sir.
I shall make my own contribution as well once contacted. I know how. Yeah?
Thank you, sir.
Pictures.
VIO, they're not called them. Our VIO representative should please come. Vehicle Inspection Organization.
On behalf of the General Manager, Lagos State Waterways Authority, I'm sure that if he hasn't donated already, the donation will get to the management of the association before the end of today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But
Organa,
just in case he has donated or it has been, we can always adopt.
Top it up.
Okay.
Now VIO, because VIO never donates. I'm gonna
Lagos
give her a
State
microphone.
Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Corps has always been a friend of the house. Definitely, we are going to do something very soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Then Oga VIO, I'm particular about that. Please let's give him microphone. Pass the mic to Oga VIO. That they make money.
I will follow my CP. I will get back.
Group photo, please. Group photograph.
I'll get back to you.
Oh, you
I'll
still
get
follow protocol AIG too. Now then you follow. Okay. VIO say we get back to us. Last man not there up here. Jesus. Last man representative. Well now. Last man Lagos State Traffic Management Authority. Please let's welcome last man to the stage here, please. Last man rep. Last man, please. Where's your rep? Thank you, madam. Thank you. Oga, please. First, I'll see last man wear white cap. Thank you. Please, let's hold on the group photograph, please.
Please,
Oga, never
Mr.
go.
Chuksmahak, please come up stage as well.
The rep of LASMA.
We would like to leave you out. Mr. Chooks, please find your way to the podium.
Mr. Saraki of Alimosho, please make your way up to the podium.
Mr. Chooks.
Representative
Maha.
of Vehicle Inspection, please.
LASMA, take your hand, take your own. Oh yeah, take your mouth and us.
Representative of NSDC River State, please.
Please give Mr. LASMA the microphone. Okay, we are here, sir.
We get across to you in due course.
You'll still get across to us too.
No problem.
Okay, thank you. LASMA said they will get across to us.
So for everyone who promised getting across to us, we'll hold you to your promises. We'll expect to hear from you, but we appreciate you pledging and supporting the launch of this magazine today. Thank you. I think we have just one more thing to do. That's the presentation of awards, which will start immediately, and we'll do it with the speed of alacrity because we know we have taken time and people have to go back to work. So we'll be presenting the awards now, which is the peak of today's event. Actually, it is the peak of today's event, and so we'll be doing that in just a few minutes. Thank you, everyone. On behalf of National Association of Online Security News Publishers, we say thank you for being here, honoring. Thank you for being part of our
Please
day and
come, let
making
us
our
go.
conference a great one.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Afterwards, we'll go to dinner. We're already setting table for dinner. You know, the table is up here. Thank you. Everybody who have donated, God bless you. Everybody who have supported us, we say God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Please, as many of us that still have speeches to present, if you have the hard copy, you can distribute it. We are trying to make sure that these security officers return to their posts. That's why we are rushing matters.
Okay.
Please, if you have a hard copy of your speech, you can distribute it. If you have it in soft copy, you can send it to me. I will distribute it.
All right,
Please.
thank you, Eric. Okay, not just to because of, like we said, because of the officers, they need to return back to their offices, and policing Lagos is very, very important. So we want to do this first presentation, and this award is going to the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State. The presentation of this award is this award is for CP Lagos State, CP Lagos State, and to be presented by the AIG Zone 2, alongside.
Please, can we clear from
Chairman
this
Dr.
place
Ayo
so that they
Ogunson
can move
to help
easily?
present this award, please. So CP Alabi. Let's also recognize the presence of CP Bankole, Ogun State Commissioner of Police.
A round of applause for CP Bankole, Ogun State Commissioner of Police. Sir, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Paparazzis, are you there?
On behalf of National Association of Online Security News Publishers, I present to you Commissioner of Police, Lagos State, CP Abiodun Alabi, this award of excellence.
We also like to. I would like to invite the General Inkewanchukwu, please, to join on stage for this presentation. AIG, please, we need you to wait, please.
The People's General.
Yeah, please, thank you. Please check it there.
For the benefit of hindsight, General Ikemwachiku is the former military administrator of Old Imo State, military governor of Old Imo State, the former external affairs minister, a former senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. General Ikemwachiku has performed creditably in his field of profession. It is with dignity we'll call him up today. Please, can we give him a round of applause, please?
Okay, so the next award, we just want to do it, about that, but the next award is going to Dr. Ayo Ogunson, and to be presented by Dr. General Ikemwachiku alongside the AIG Zone 2, please.
For those who do not know Dr. Ayo, he is a philanthropist par excellence, a board member with the Lagos State Security Forum,
On behalf of the National Association
A friend of the media.
On behalf of the National Association of Online Security News Publishers, we present this award of Man of the Year, Man of the Year award to Dr. Ayo Oguson. Congratulations.
Please, a big round of applause. It's not easy to be a man of the year.
Can we pop the champagne, please? This is the man of the year.
A man of the year is somebody that pays school fees duly, somebody that pays house rent as at when due, somebody that fuels the wife's car, pay NEPA bill. Those are the people we call man of the year. Yeah. Dr. Ayo, smile. You are man of the year. Smile. Now, my dad, they smile. Say mushi to the photos. Thank you. It's not easy to be a man of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody wants to tap into the anointing of becoming man of the year. Even our AIG want to become man of the year. Now so. You can point your hand, stretch your hand and tap anointing. Everybody say mushi. That's the only way to see your teeth. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. It's okay. Thank you. Man of the year.
You want to cosplay?
That photo we go take photo where we take that time where you expire house.
You want to
make it.
Yes, sir. No, your own. You wait for your own. No, just wait for it. Wait.
Wherever you are, you can shake your body to the good time music. I believe your waist is still functional.
All right.
Doctor, we need you on stage, please.
Thank you, madam.
Doctor needs to make his remark while bringing the next award for Ikewachukwu. Just a remark, please.
Yeah, my profound and immense gratitude to God, the one I always call the qualifier of the unqualified. It's a rare privilege indeed to be given this award. Up till this moment, I'm still wondering what qualifies me for this award. But like I said, there's always someone who qualifies the unqualified. And I've always seen that I happen to be on the list of those he has constantly and consistently shown mercy to. So something you don't merit, he keeps giving you. I thank him so much for this opportunity. My gratitude also to the Inspector General of my ward, the Inspector General of my jurisdiction, the Inspector General of my young officers. I have some young officers at home who have supported me all through this time. My very darling wife is here. Thank you so much for. I'm sure some people are saying, this is impersonation. Inspector, I didn't say Inspector General of Police. I said Inspector General of my ward. In fact, let me oppress more people here. The Assistant Inspector General of my ward. And I can equally say the Commissioner of my ward. So I'm sure the CP is going to sue me for that, and then the AIG. And also I want to thank my dear brother, senior brother. He just left now, the Chief Executive of the Lagos State Security Trust Fund, on which board I presently sit. Appreciate his presence too and the support that the board has given. I equally dedicate this award to the most hardworking and security-conscious governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. He's presently in the United States attending the hunger program. I discussed this with him. He said he would have loved to be here, but he sent its regards. I appreciate him for giving me a platform to express myself, to add value to the security space in this state. And I will now go to appreciate my mentors. I call them my inspiration, people that constantly encourage me, and they've taught me quite a lot of things within this period of walking around their security corridors. I'll start with the AIG Zone 2. He left already? Okay, AIG Adeleke. I thank him so much for honoring me today. I appreciate the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, but the CP will permit me to recognize the immediate past CP first, and also an AIG Odumosu. I was surprised, really, really surprised to see Oga Odumosu here today. Thank you so much, sir, for all you do for the state, for all you do for me and for the rest of us. I appreciate you a lot. And now to my own commissioner, my dear Egbon, and a very embodiment of inspiration. Appreciate you so much for taking out time to be here. Sincerely speaking, the sacrifice you made to be here today, I won't forget in a hurry. I appreciate you, sir. I'm going to repay you back, sir. And then the Commissioner of Ogun State, Commissioner of Police in Ogun State just walked in too. Appreciate you, sir. My Commissioner, sir. Commissioner Larry Bankole, thank you very much for honoring me today. The big daddy of the house, a very, very remarkable individual who has contributed his quota to the progress of this nation at all levels, And I'm very, very excited to see elders and veterans of this sort still participating in programs that we young ones like this would do. Daddy, thank you so much for honoring us today. We love you so much. We love you so much. Somebody prophesied to me recently, and I don't know it's going to happen so quick. He said, I saw you with gray hair in full old age. And so I've been looking for one to tap into. So I tap it into you, sir. That in some years to come, I'm going to be seated like this and full of gray. I love gray hairs a lot. So I'm going to see that happen. And finally, I want to thank you all for honoring this invitation. My sojourn, my voyage into the security space just happened in about less than 2 decades now, about 10, 11 years ago. And since then, I've made up my mind to contribute my best and to do my very best to promote the interest of our security agencies in Nigeria, especially within my domain, Lagos State especially. It's been an interesting voyage. My joy is when Lagosians sleep. That's my joy. My joy is when I see the security agents walking around and having all the resources they need to perform and function well. That's what I do principally. As long as I see them happy, doing their best, that's all I do. And the day, like somebody said the other time, that we the citizens refuse to support them and believe in them, then I lose hope completely. But as long as you keep supporting them, giving them all they need to succeed, then I will be encouraged to do more. I love you all. I thank you so much. This has only done something for me. The reward of hard work is more work. You have only challenged me to do more, and I'm going to do more. God helping me. Thank you very much for coming. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Let's give him a round of applause, please. Let's give him a round of applause. I think we should play national anthem for him. I bet Mona snap and remain. No, Mona not snap and finish. Oh. Thank you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a wonderful speech by the doctor himself.
It's time for the general to receive his award.
So doctor is going to present to general.
The AIG Odumosu, CP Lagos, and CP Ogun, please. Daddy wants you to join him on the high table. And the Pharisee commander, please. Oh, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, General Ike Nwachukwu, general in Nigeria, a general in diaspora, a gallant soldier, a two-time Minister of External Affairs, and a one-time governor of Imo State. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to implore every one of us to please put our hands generously together for this wonderful, gallant soldier, a wonderful man. Up till date, he's still standing. And he's still standing, not just anyhow, but standing like a soldier. General Ike Nwachukwu. I love him so much. I love him. I have followed him, and I follow him here too.
He loves you too. Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you. It's a time for the CP and other members of the security arms here to really fraternize with the general. Thank you. Okay, they want to show the world say CP come our party. Oh, sorry, award ceremony. All right, awesome. Awesome. Everybody say mushi now. Everybody say mushi. Thank you.
May I have your attention for a while, please? We've come here today to acknowledge our security services, our citizens. It was said during the debate we had on security that you cannot have security without the people. In fact, the most frontline security agents in any country is our citizenry. But therefore, it is all our responsibility to support our security agencies. So many times I've had opportunity to speak on security. I'd always stress the point that we need to have our people supporting our security agencies. Look, I had the opportunity as a young officer to see Nigerian soldiers, Nigerian policemen on UN responsibilities, and outside, they top the list. They are so credible, it is unbelievable. Back here, we don't give them the support they require. We don't give them the respect they require. And they offer respect. But if you undermine them, then of course they will use the authority they have to try to enforce civility on you. But therefore, we need cooperation between our citizens and our law enforcement agencies. I want to thank the organizers of this day for finding me worthy for this award that as long as can to our country, supporting our security agents, our officers and men who tirelessly watch them under the rain, under the sun, under cold. They are there standing for your own good, but therefore reciprocate. Also stand for them, support them, and our country will be better secured and will be prouder to be Nigerians and prouder of these men and women in uniform. And I want to thank people like you who spend your time and your money to fight insecurity, to support our security forces. God bless you all. And thank you once again for this award. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do that some more for the general. I love him so much. It's English.
All right, thank you, MC. Just to save time because of our elders here, this award we want to present is for the Mr. Celebo. A lot of people call him Mr. Celebo. And that is no other person than the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu. So to do the presentation with the AIG Olusegun Odumosu, retired but not tired, and of course supported by the eminent personality on this stage. But I also want to just play that I had a bring on stage. I call him a role model to the youth and ambassador of Nigerian youth. No other person than Mr. Bolaji, the founder of RAC Foundation, and also an ASA representative, all aspirants rather, to join in this picture. Please,
You're pronouncing into his future carefully.
Mr. Dr. Ayogun will receive on behalf of Mr. Governor, please.
To God be the glory. On behalf of the National Association of Online Security News Publishers, I present this award to Mr. Celebo, the Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who is being represented here now by Dr. Ayoguso. God bless you.
Thank you. A big round of applause for the working governor, action governor, a talk and do governor, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. One of the youngest, but his works are evidence everywhere you go in Lagos State. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you so very much.
That's the name. Yes.
Thank you so very much. God bless you all. General Ike Nwachukwu. What lovely, lovely man. Thank you so very much. We're proud. We can't be prouder than this. We're so proud of you, sir. Thank you for making us proud.
The next award is going to Alhaji Aliko Dangote. That's the chairman CEO of Dangote Group. And this award will be presented by. Okay, he's there. Okay. I have the sector commander for Lagos Command FRSC to help in this presentation alongside with Mr. Bolaji of RAC Foundation. Then there is the representative of Mr. Alhaji Dangote in person of Mr. Rubens. Yeah, Patrick. So please come on stage, please. All the officers, please, let's wait. This. Thank you.
On behalf of National Association of Online Security News Publishers, I have the singular honor to present this to Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, for the wonderful work he's been doing to Nigeria as a nation and to the whole world by extension. Congratulations.
All right, that award goes to Alhaji Aliko Dangote.
Okay, Mike, can you hear? Okay. Okay, the next award is going to Mr. Michael Inaya. Mr. Michael Inaya, please.
Mr. Michael Eyinaya
Of Country Hills, of Country Hills, yes. This award will be presented by Okay, since AIG Odumos will help us present this award to Mr. Michael, please. Yes, fantastic. I also want this award to also be supported by our own KBC. I saw him coming in earlier. That is the Olofin of Isheri. Olofin of Isheri will join us in this picture. KBC, thank you for coming, sir. Thank you, KBC. Congratulations on your 1 year celebration that you just had a few days ago. Yes. The KBC just came in now, yes. I'll get him now. The KBC will help us. KBC, please will help us in this presentation, please, alongside with AIG Dumoso, please. No, please,
Ladies and gentlemen, please let's welcome the KBC himself. Just clocked 1 year on the throne. The Olofin of Isheri. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It's not easy to move men like this out of their palaces, but we are so grateful to God that He made this happen for us today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have in our midst the Olofin of Isheri.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Oba Engineer Sulaiman Adekunle Bangbade. I am the Olofin of Isheri and Adimula of Awori Kingdoms. And for most of you who don't know me, 80% of the whole Obas in Lagos are Aworis. And I am the Adimula of Awori Kingdom. It is my great pleasure to present this award of excellence by the National Association of Online Security News Publishers to Mr. Michael Eyinaya, the principal partner, Country Hill Attorney and Solicitor, as the NA0SNP Legal Personality of the Year. Congratulations, sir.
Mr. Eyinaya, ladies and gentlemen, an award of excellence. I love Nigerian lawyers so much. Mr. Eyinaya is one of them, a great man doing well. Principal partner, for that matter. And then they give you hope. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, AIG Odumosu. You've been doing great. You've been proving to us that though you are retired, but you are not tired.
The next award is going to, while we're trying, well, just bringing them as they come, Dr. Daniel Olukoyam. That's the GO of MFM. Can we have his representative?
Let's welcome the representative of Dr. Dio Olukoya, the General Overseer, Mountain of Fire Ministries.
Okay, we still want our royal fathers to wait on stage. We have much. Okay. Okay, so this for Dr. Okay, so Dr. Daniel, okay, please, Pastor, let's come over here, please.
On behalf of the National Association of Online Security News Publishers, I present this award of excellence to you, sir, Mr. Dr. Daniel K. Olukoya, the GO of MFM. This award is presented to you as a champion of security and media-friendly clergyman of the year. Congratulations, sir. I wish you many more.
A round of
awards.
applause, ladies and gentlemen. When our spiritual fathers begin to involve in security matters, then it is only worthy to recognize them.
Okay, the next award is going to Mr. Matthew Ibadan. Yes, Igwe Kevin will help in that presentation. Okay, Mr. Matthew Ibadan. Matthew Ibadan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is another wonderful personnel being awarded here today. He's been in the issue of security since he was born. He was the chief security officer of his secondary school, chief security officer of his university, chief security officer everywhere he go. Today he's been awarded as a security personnel. Please, a big round of applause for him, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you all may know, my name is I'm His Royal Highness Igwe Optobie from Imo State. This award is being given to you by the National Association of Online Security for the excellence you have done. I want to encourage you to do more. Our country is in their need of rescue, because we all know that insecurity, any country that doesn't have security is finished, and God forbid it's not going to be our portion. With what we are facing presently in this country regarding insecurity, I believe very soon everything will be resolved. Thank you and congratulations.
Everybody smile now. Now, what would they give? Not be. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, NASP, for what you have done. And as you all know, security is a serious business in Nigeria. I dedicate this to my staff and to my community. I'm also the chairman of PCROC Victoria Island. As you all know, crime is local, and therefore we must not actually mix security with politics. One of the greatest that we face today in Nigeria is not because we don't have manpower or we don't have people trained personnel, but because politicians mix security with politics. So I believe one day we will overgrown such where we find ourselves today, so that at the end of the day we all have a sense of belonging. Thank you very much.
Wow, wow. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, the next award is going to DCP Faraday Adigoke. That is DC State CID Lagos Command. DC Adigoke. Is it Iberi? Okay, the next one. Yeah. The next one goes to CC Olusegun Ogungomide. That's the FRC, Sector Commander, FRC Lagos State.
We know why we are keeping state commander be sector commander. Now your award we will give last. You're there with us till we close. You not if you do me, you see Oga, my number day with time. If you do me anything for road, I call Oga. Forget.
Assalamu alaikum to everybody. My name
you.
is Alhaji Ahmed Haruna, Sirki Uvaro of Alimosho Local Government. National Association Online Security asked me to present this to you. with the blessing of insecurity. May Almighty Allah guide us in Nigeria. Let us everything be progress. Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor and is highly valued. On behalf of officers and men of Federal Safety Corps, Lagos State Command, I want to appreciate NAPSI, who gave us the leverage to reach out to members of the public. I took over to achieve the result of the good working relationship establishment. I thank you for the support. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sector Commander.
We want the sector commander and the state command.
Federal Roads.
Sector commander, please. We need to wait, please.